Hey!
Yo!
Hey!
30 minutes late today. This might be our
Listen
best.
up. Here's
got
the
it.
story.
We were actually done talking 5 minutes ago, but we wanted to go for the record.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't know, Brendan. Find out what's the latest we've started.
I actually
That's your
don't know
homework.
if I don't know if I can find that information at this point.
Is Matt frozen?
Welcome.
I
did it!
He was
I
trying
tried
to be
so
frozen.
still. I was like, what is happening with Matt?
For our lovely audience, good old Swifty, aka Ruma, was just kind of paused on screen. He looked frozen, but he was faking
He
it.
was doing his
not.
best to
Going
pretend to
on.
be
I
frozen.
was faking it the whole time.
Faking
Yeah,
it
well,
until
don't
you
say
making it.
That's right.
All right, everyone, welcome back to the Elyssia stream, week 2 with everyone here. Hopefully no technical difficulties today. Everyone popped on. We were just all talking about Indiana Jones and how he bangs an underage girl in that movie, if you
I
pay
don't know.
attention to the
I don't
dialogue.
know if you want to announce that too loud on the stream.
That's what we were talking about. Watch the movie. It's in the movie.
There goes Brendan's ever hope for being monetized.
Let's
Right there.
go.
Watch it, folks. There it goes.
None of us did it. It was Harrison Ford. Blame him.
Yes,
Uh,
We'll
Harrison
just bring
Ford
it to
can
light.
fund you.
Harrison Ford actively petitioned to have that line of dialogue put into the movie. I have no facts, but that's what I've determined.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
So anyways, welcome to the stream. I'm going to put some lovely little boat sounds or sea sounds like I had last week going. So
Make sure it's the real cheery stuff too, because of what happened at the very end of the session last
Oh,
week.
well, it's the same ones I was using. Also, in terms of Frozen, Matt Allen had. Oh no, now you're back. Now you're not frozen for me anymore.
no one was ever frozen there.
Everybody's trying to
Wasn't
be
you-
very still.
Everyone's trying to be very still today. They're trying to throw me off.
Yeah.
So yeah. Does anyone have
Never
anything they
know.
want to say to the audience before I go ahead and start with a recap? I'm gonna take that as a fat no.
Oh,
So
yeah,
all right, so go ahead, Elyssia stream time. Last week on Dragon Ball Z. The party finally got their ship from the rich merchant. They obtained it. Mip, Pip, and Squeaks told them that they didn't need to really gather a crew because they could just make a crew by making the ship sentient. And the party was like, well, that sounds disturbing, but okay, we'll let you do that if that's what you want to do. So they got on the boat. They started sailing away. Mip, Pip, and Squeaks, in fact, did turn the ship sentient by creating a giant heart in the center of the boat, connected to it via chains in a terrifying ritual that disturbed those who were watching it. And then 10 undead-looking sailors emerged from the boat who all have one hive mind and answer to the ship's captain, aka Arthur Wake. So he kind of sent them along their way. After that, Mip, Pip, and Squeaks decided they were going to lounge on the deck of the ship and do no work. And for the entire journey, which has consisted of about 2 weeks, they have lounged on that deck doing nothing, which seems to be an ongoing theme on the ship, that the only people doing any work is the sentient, imprisoned, enslaved ship itself, and everyone else is just kind of fucking off.
Sentinel's
That's okay.
Excuse me? Excuse
Sentinel's
me?
cooking.
Sentinel's doing work. Arthur's
I'm
doing
not
work.
moving the ship at all.
No,
No,
not at all. Arthur.
You've been sitting in your room.
All of our cool sentient people. So I would like to say that
And-
we've all done a lot of.
And Darby has been busy throwing up off the side of the ship the entire time.
He's feeding
Yeah.
fish. He's feeding the fish that are
Yeah.
swimming by.
He's feeding the fish. Ruma, you're the only one who hasn't done anything on this whole voyage.
And he doesn't even feel bad about it.
No.
Nope. But the big stinker from last session was the arrival of Nat Trick, a young beast woman or beastman woman who appeared to try to assassinate Arthur in his sleep, except her pistol was waterlogged, the powder was wet and would not go off. Ironically, Prince Safarin came to Arthur's defense to protect him, and Arthur managed to talk Nat down and basically was like, you can use the ship. I know who your father is, which was the cook on Arthur's old ship, and I am not going to do anything bad to you. When we get to where we're going, I'm going to just drop you off, and we're going to call this a day. Prince Safarin and Nat kind of formed a small tentative-like friendship for the time being, or at least acquaintanceship. And then Arthur, at breakfast the following morning, revealed his tragic past, that he was once a feared pirate by the name of Azrael White, who was renowned, or really maybe he was infamously renowned, around the Elysian Sea, stacking ships, murdering, pillaging, all the good things that pirates do. Eventually, his power got to his head. He began to go paranoid, and when his first mate, William Kincaid, decided to head off into Igarith, when they were docked there, for some reason, Arthur became paranoid and cannonballed the thing that he was going to, which was revealed to be an orphanage that William was going to visit his child at. And Arthur destroyed the orphanage, killed William Kincaid, killed many orphans. After that, he went pretty much crazy, just detonated and destroyed his own ship, the Alabaster Keep, and took the remains of his crew down with him. And Arthur is the only survivor. So yeah, after that, Arthur kind of became a little distant from the rest of the party. I think most people were kind of just like, huh, that's fucked up. Oh well, let's keep moving on with things. But it still greatly affects Arthur. There was one big key thing, though. Prince Safarin has finally realized the concept of what death is through stories about death, the death of Darian Kipps. He's finally kind of been like, wait a second, people don't come back from being dead. This death thing is a real serious issue in this mortal realm of Elyssia. And he had a bit of an existential crisis, which he went to Sentinel for comfort, and also found out that Sentinel has parent issues. He doesn't know who his real parents are. Supposedly the goddess is his creator, but he's never met the goddess. He doesn't have this concept of parents. Despite Prince Safarin not understanding the concept of death, understanding why people would orphan children when his father loves him so much and is like the greatest thing he ever created. Beautiful conversation. If you didn't watch last week's episode, please go and watch it. It was phenomenal.
You got some good stuff in there.
Very good stuff
Indeed.
in there. The session more or less wrapped up with the ship they are on, which I did not state the name of, the Armored Badger. Arriving upon the wreckage of the Sea Striker, a galley, or excuse me, a warship off the kind of just listlessly sailing off in the sea. Upon boarding it, they encountered a man, the quartermaster of the ship, whose name is Lars. Lars kind of just spouted a bunch of babble about black sails and a horrible ship that did this to them, and he warned the party to head back to Igarith as it was too dangerous. Before they could get really anything out of him, he took a pistol, having completed his mission, put it to his throat, pulled the trigger, killed himself. And that was where the session ended. And that is where the session will pick up, with you guys currently in the cargo hold of the Sea Striker, as this Lars fellow has just basically blown his brains out and is currently a splattered mess on the floor. And if I remember right, Arthur, Sentinel, Darby, and Ruma are there. Prince Safarin stayed on the ship.
Yes. So
You guys
Ruma is
think
not
he'll
wearing
be
his
okay?
armor.
This is true.
Yeah, and Ruma is armorless.
Do you guys think he'll be okay?
No.
You can go check.
I don't know. Something about it. He might pull through.
Going
He might
to-
pull through.
Wipe the viscera off of me, being the person who was conversing with this man.
Where you would have been standing and the gun would have gone, it probably would have blown out the back, so you wouldn't really be covered in anything.
Okay. I dove headfirst into the viscera. And
Okay.
Wiped
Rolled
it
around
off.
in it, made a blood angel.
No.
He's trying to prove a point.
I kind of shaken a bit, understanding that we've been warned that there's a ghost pirate ship about. I think we should head back. I know we got a map from the captain of the ship, this vessel, who was gutted and hung.
Yep.
But other than that, I don't think there's anything else valuable here, unless you guys care to stick around on this vessel.
Can't say I do personally.
So Sebastian might check the dude's pockets.
Sebastian checks the pockets. He finds a gold piece just kind of in the pocket and just some scraps at this point. Pretty much anything of note besides, I guess he has the pistol. You can take the pistol.
He will. Now
All right.
he's got two pistols.
Sebastian is packing heat again.
Two
Two
He's got
pistols.
two pistols.
Dual wielding flying
yeah.
monkey. Take that, Wizard of Oz.
You know,
Probably
and here
'cause
I
you got
thought
that
Arthur was
girlfriend
gonna be the real
You let your
gunslinger.
monkeys pack some meat.
That's gonna be the gritty Wizard of Oz reboot we all needed. Is the Wicked Witch of the West? Flying monkeys are packing heat, popping Dorothy, and
Yeah,
she's
this
like
is
Matrix style
popular.
shooting at him. Hollywood, where is my Matrix Wizard of Oz?
Where's the
reboot?
Tim Burton Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
You already
You
got that.
can't
That's
just do
Return
more,
to Oz.
motherfucker. Bow, 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 bow.
I'll show
We
you
all
who
do.
doesn't have a heart, motherfucker. And he just
Nah,
blasts.
nah, nah, nah. Samuel Jackson as the Tin Man.
You could do the Cowardly Lion as Winnie the Pooh since he's now open source.
Oh yeah,
that's
you
true,
can.
yeah.
Perfect. All
Okay,
right, you
anyways.
guys. Yep. So Sebastian has found a gold piece, and a pistol has no shots in it because Lars fired the only shot that was given him.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
It's a
will.
threatening tool.
I will head us back to our ship if nobody else has any objections. We get off this creepy boat.
Yeah, I don't intend to be here any longer than I need to be.
All right. So if everyone is good to head back, you will make your way back to the Armored Badger. Make your way across the gangplanks that were put across, and Prince Safarin is there with Nat and the undead crew. That's kind of just are standing by, waiting for orders on what to do. Mip, Pip, and Squeaks are up by the wheel, still sunbathing themselves, despite the fact that it's raining and just a horrible weather. But around them is just this little bubble of sunshine and rainbows, and the rain just seems to bounce off of it and just, drip down the side.
As one does, as one does.
Oh, we need to get out of here. We need to move. So I ordered the ship to right itself and continue on our voyage that we were heading towards. So I know we looped around to figure out what was going on with this ship. Let's swing back around and keep moving because we need to get out of here, especially if that threat was real.
Okay. With your orders, Arthur, the crew, the ship itself, beckons to your command, and they head out and begin moving the vessel away, full sails ahead towards Cutthroat Roost, the original destination of your journey. As you travel for about an hour, the seas are still rough and choppy, but eventually you make it out of the storm, away from the coffin that is the Sea Striker, and back out to sunny, clear waters as you continue to make your way towards Cutthroat Roost. And within 3 days, you will arrive. If anyone would like to do anything specific within these 3 days on your boat, you're more than welcome to. Just let me change to our boat map real quick.
No deadly encounters on the way.
No encounters on the way. You guys will arrive safely at this point to Cutthroat Roost.
Good.
No.
Which, I'm actually going to change this again real quick, so I apologize for the kind of sporadicness there. But for the reminder, here is a map of the Isle of Elos, where you've been sailing to, and Cutthroat Roost is right down here on the island of Tornaga.
Island of Tornaga.
Tornaga.
And we sailed from over here, right? With the green dot. We sailed from over here.
East.
More over here.
The
Yeah,
least.
well, yes, yeah, the map's like not really made.
Oh
properly,
yeah, it's like flipped.
yeah, it's like
way.
weirdly flipped. I mean, because I made the first map the wrong way.
Okay. So this is we sailed west out of Igarith, and this is us. The left side of the map is us coming from the west.
More or less.
Okay. All right, I'll stop
Yeah,
thinking about it.
Yeah, it's flipped around the y-axis. That's
Yeah, it's like the map of the Vanatirin Peninsula should actually be mirrored, because you should be sailing east. When I made the map, I accidentally made it the wrong way, just not thinking about my directions, and I was like, "Oh crap!" I planned to remake the map when I paid for premium on Incarnate, and it was a pain in the ass, so I didn't.
Duh. Okay, there it is.
There you go. Your DM,
You're
everyone.
behind the scenes footage
I
right
gotta come
now.
up with all this other cool shit for you guys to deal with. I can't be worried about no flip-flop maps.
Maps. We don't need no stinking maps.
What
In
other
fairness,
civilization
In
has
fairness,
maps?
you know what? This is your world, Ethan. You could say that after you get to a certain point out west, all directions switch because we end up on the other side of the world because the world is flat.
Or east is west and west is east in this world. Who am I to
Yeah.
say?
Who knows?
North is south, south is north. Now you're just
Yeah, take that, Eric.
plan
I
the entire
still
time,
think-
everyone.
I still think that the Earth is flat and that we have flipped on the other side and are on the underside
go.
of the world.
We already know it's
All
not flat.
right.
We've been to space.
That's
True.
Rounded
Yes,
flat.
you have
It's
been
a
to
rounded
space. You know
flat.
it is not flat.
It's
Those
not
are just
like
flat.
pictures.
world.
That doesn't mean
They're
it
just
can't be a
magic pictures in the
hemisphere,
window.
though. It's just one half sphere. That's all that matters. We didn't see both sides.
You know what? That's true.
It's only a half sphere. That's great.
It's flat on the bottom.
Honestly,
This is-
I have no
No
rebuttal
notes.
to
No, no.
that. I can't argue with that logic.
I love it.
Oh
This is
goodness.
the hard winning content you expect from this. Whoever drew the damn compass there, thank you.
You're welcome.
So yes, you guys are making your way towards Cutthroat Roost, going around this little like island inlet here and making your way to the port, which you are presented with an incredibly interesting surprise. Cutthroat Roost is in fact still there, Arthur, but it's a little bit different than you remember it. As you as you sail up to the docks, where there's like a row of ships, more ships, Arthur, than you've ever seen before at this supposedly pirate safe haven that's like known but not known and is kind of a safe spot for pirates. There's more ships there than you've ever seen, and they're not pirate ships, they're merchant vessels, boats that could carry large numbers of people. It's a very strange, odd sight. You see a large sign has been erected upon the beach, and on it is the word CutFUN Roost.
CutFUN Roost?
CutFUN Roost.
Oh, it doesn't really roll off the tongue very well.
So, as you
Oh,
pull
boy.
up and dock your ship amongst the collection of all the other ships, you see a series of pristine docks that extend out before you, and they look freshly built within the last year or two. Arthur, nothing like the pitted and molding and rotting docks that you once set foot off of from the Alabaster Keep. The docks are busy, littered with people of all manners and types, ranging from children to elderly, none of which look particularly piratey, many seeming to be like standard citizens of Igorith or other cities that you'd find over, all throughout Elyssia. Maybe some hailing from Elos, some hailing from the northern continents, all who have sailed to this specific island.
Not really believing what I'm seeing. I guess I will kind of usher. First I'll tell the ship to just kind of like stay at the ready because it's not going to need to do anything now that it's docked. But I will kind of gather everybody up and tentatively be like, this is not what I remember. But I guess we should start looking. This is where. I guess the best guess I'd have for where we could start looking for the map piece.
And are these people all pirates as well?
No, certainly not.
Well, some of them have the pirate hats, as me and Sentinel both have bought ourselves.
Yes. Sure. That is true. I believe that these people are very much like you, Prince Safarin, in that they are newly minted pirates.
Ah, I see. So we will have plenty to discuss about our first time pirating.
Yes.
This is a lovely vacation.
Sure. Yeah, that's okay.
The armored badger kind of cozies up next to this fresh, pristine dock, and immediately there are dock hands already out, calling down for the ship's rope and anchor so that they can hook you up right in place, something, Arthur, that normally you do yourself. As in,
Yeah.
the ship would do itself, not you personally.
Right, but yeah, I guess I would allow them to. Like, are they uniformed? Like, do I know? Like, are they from, like,
yeah.
from a company?
Yep, they're uniformed.
Are
They're
they-
in those like white shorts and like those white like button downs. They've got like a little emblem on the right breast there.
Do I
and,
recognize them? Are they part of like Anvil or?
Nope, you recognize none of it.
Okay.
Interesting.
I guess I will allow the deckhands to dock our ship and then kind of get everybody else ready. Make sure Sentinel comes up from down below because I know he doesn't have any portholes down there to let him know that we're here. Kind of get everybody rallied together before we head off.
Right, the party consisting of all of you and Nat is ready to disembark to CutFUN Roost.
I guess getting off the ship, the first thing I'm going to try and find is like the surliest person, like the person who I would think this person actually belongs in Cutthroat Roost that I would recognize, and try and like get some information as to like what the hell is going on.
So as the gangplank goes down and you guys disembark from the ship, you are immediately met by a man in one of these like white uniforms, except not only does he have the emblem, he also has a like gold bar like plaque kind of thing underneath the emblem. And he goes, "Welcome to CutFUN Roost. Will you be paying for valet services or docking yourself?"
Valet, sir? No, we will be docking ourselves.
That will be 2 gold a day, please, sir.
To go. Who,
How
to
long is your
who? As long as I damn well please.
to the organization, to the ones who run this lovely resort town. It's 2 gold a day to dock your ship. How long will you be staying?
Resort town. This used to be
Yes.
Cutthroat Roost. What debauchery is this?
Cutthroat Roost was 5 years ago, sir. This is the new and improved Cutthroat Roost. CutFUN Roost. Now, sir, how many days will you be staying with us? And if you need to extend or add time, by all means, you may come down to the docks and let us know and pay in advance.
I'm just gonna take a deep
Days,
breath.
sir?
Excuse me?
Days, sir.
Day, sir.
Days, sir. How many days will you be docking with us?
An infinite.
Well, I have absolutely no way of calculating that, but you are in luck. We have a 2-week pass here that is part of a special that we are running
You know what?
christen the
Let's-
freshly opened. Yes,
Let's start with 1. I will hand him 2 gold coins.
by all means, sir. Now, the coins will bring you to 11 a.m. tomorrow. The ship must be departed from the dock by 11 a.m. tomorrow. If you would wish to extend your time, we will need additional funds by 10 a.m. tomorrow. Is that clear?
Crystal, if
Perfect.
you
I'll need you
send
to
them-
sign this form for me. He
Yeah,
hands you a
I'll toss it into the water. I won't be signing anything. And if you come to collect funds from me, you better hope you're not standing on this dock. I used to run this island.
Oh, I'm sure you did, sir. Welcome to your own home, then. We are very excited that you're here.
Sure you are.
That will be 2 gold, please.
I will hand him the 2 gold.
Thank you, sir. Remember, 10 a.m. tomorrow, if you wish to extend your stay.
I will brush past him.
All right, you brush past him.
Oh, quite the
I'm
pirate
going to
safe
try
haven,
to locate some sort of I don't want to say administration office, but like, is there any clear indication as to who bought this place or like why this has changed?
No, not particularly. Most of the people you're seeing are these workers at the docks who are trying to help, like, you know, get everything going, get people docked, get payment, all that jazz. There's an information booth that's on the docks, though, that's very clearly labeled information.
Oh, I'm so hesitant to walk up there and talk to one of these idiots.
Give me 1 sec. I don't know if anyone's noticed, my light keeps like flashing weird, and I'm gonna see if I turn the dimmer down a little bit if it'll get it to stop.
Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, I just noticed that, yeah. Pirate Haven, huh? Yeah, wow.
Prince Safarin is going to lean over to Sentinel and say, like, their hospitality is lacking. They have not offered us refreshments.
Might need to
or
change the
even
light
asked
bulbs in
to
that
see
bad boy.
if many of us are of noble status.
Yeah, I would agree. I would imagine on, everything that I've heard about beachside vacations, I would have some sort of fancy drink with an umbrella, hanging out of it or something. Maybe like a coconut or.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind
Oh,
of surprising.
those people are around. There's a drink stand you can buy fancy fruity cocktails from.
But
This is just infuriating
But
Arthur
they didn't
further.
bring it
With
to
our
us.
friends.
That's the problem.
Ruma's gonna kind of get a little excited and go up to the fruity cocktail stand.
Hello, sir. Would you like a complimentary pina colada, fresh served in a coconut?
Complimentary.
Yes, it's free. One per guest who disembarks.
I will
Part
take
of
the pina
christening
colada.
special. You take a pina colada.
Is there a little umbrella in it?
Of course, there's and a bendy straw,
Perfect.
and it's served in a real coconut. It's furry and everything.
And I'm just gonna walk back to the group with my little coconut pina
Arthur
colada.
very hesitantly, he'll begin walking towards the information booth, but then we'll stop, turn around, build himself back up, and then walk over to the information stand again.
So if you
head to the-
want, I will.
If you head to the information stand, there is a single gentleman there, also in one of these white uniforms. Well, white pants. His shirt is actually like kind of yellowed and checkered, and but it's got like white sleeves. And he has this never-ending huge smile. He looks to be about in his 40s, human. He says, "Well there, welcome to CutFUN Roost, my friends. You must be new, I can tell."
No, this resort is newer than I am. I used to call this island home.
Well, welcome back, good sir. What do you think of the improvements?
Improvement? I wouldn't call any of this an improvement. This used to be a pirate haven. What'd you do to all the cutthroats?
Oh, it's not what I did, sir. It's what our founder did. Good old
Founder?
Otis.
Otis?
Yes, Otis. He is the one who, has taken a liking to Cutthroat Roost, as they used to call it, and changed it into a little bit something more with the times, you could say. A little bit more fun, wouldn't you say?
No, I would not say any of those things. I'm kind of curious. How did the? Oh, you probably don't know. Where can I find Otis? He'd probably have the best information.
Well, he is quite the busy man. Lots of business and things like that. I wouldn't worry yourself about it. You look at your fine family here on a lovely vacation. Let me guess. Single father, daughter with you. You've got uncle. He points at you, Prince Safarin. Friend of the uncle, pointing at Sentinel. The bodyguard, pointing at Ruma. And the homeless man that you've decided to give all of your best things to, pointing at Darby.
What is this uncle? Oh wait, no, actually no. Take that back. I know what an uncle is. I have uncles.
Yes, you would.
What is this uncle thing that I have many of? I've never heard
It's
of
going
it.
to take everything out of me not to grab this guy over the counter, but
I don't know why homeless was the term you used for me, but sure. Why not? Let's just insult people for no reason.
as much as I appreciate
not
you telling me
insulting at
not
all,
to
sir.
worry about things, I'm more or less confused.
About what, sir?
There were hundreds of people who lived here. You call Otis a founder. He didn't find anything. This island was already here. There were people already living here. What the hell happened to everything?
Then perhaps consider Otis a reconstructor. He bought up all of the land here on the old
Who
Cutthroat
sold it?
Roost. The people who owned it. The people who were willing to claim money for it, anyways. Also, too, I should note he has a name tag. His name is Chester McLester.
Chester.
Chester McLester. Well, at least that name rolls off the tongue a little bit better than
So
CutFUN
you-
Roost.
You're not going to help me at all try and find
Oh,
Otis.
Well, Otis generally can be found in the town hall. Well, the former town hall, now turned into executive offices, but you'll have to make a meeting with him. But, good sir, can I get your name, please?
Azrael White.
Mr. White. Now, I have a very important question for you right now. Where are you staying on the island?
Whatever I want to.
Well, the only place to stay on the island is the new luxury hotel, the Four Seagulls. Now, do you know, good sir, if you do not already have a reservation, how much it costs you a night to stay at the Four Seagulls?
No, but I'm sure you're gonna tell me.
Yes, it is a 1 gold a day price for a single room. My guess, looking at the size of your family, you'll probably need at least 2 rooms to successfully enjoy your vacation. Now, how long are you here for, sir?
Did you not say we are here indefinitely? So,
Did earlier, but
yeah.
they're gonna want us to pay for that, Prince Safarin, and I don't have an indefinite amount of funds.
Yeah, I don't know how you would pay an indefinite amount of money.
Oh, you simply take it from where you keep your money.
You know, I walked into that one, didn't I? Huh?
Anybody else want to put down some money for how long we're gonna stay here? To the fine gentleman Chester.
So I'm not collecting any money. You give your money to the boat hands who dock the ships and stuff. No, I'm here to help you right now, good sir. Now tell me, how many days are you staying here with us at CutFUN Roost?
We don't know. We were here under the impression that it wasn't a resort, that it was actually a pirate haven, and we're here on urgent business.
Sir, we are a pirate haven. A fun pirate haven now. A successful, fun, joyous family experience. Now let me tell you something, sir, real quick. Something that you might not know. Have you heard about luxury timeshare condominiums just off the resort?
Chester,
No, he has
let
not.
me tell you something.
Sir,
Didn't realize they were con artists here too.
And I will now place the only pistol I have, because I give the other one to Nat, onto his desk. And I will say, if you offer to relieve me of any more coin, I will show you exactly what a real pirate will do.
sir, I offer you not to relieve you of any coin, just a bit of your time. Now, about a mile away from CutFUN Resort, the resort town, there is a collection of condominiums there for our vacationing guests. I am offering you a tour of those condominiums, no charge to you at all, good sir. And let me tell you, for just 90 minutes of your time, you are going to get a breakfast paid for completely by the Moonlight Foundation, who runs this island, and I am going to throw in for you not just a free meal at either Wench's or the Buccaneer Brewhouse, but I am going to comp you not three. I am going to comp you 4 nights at the Four Seagulls Hotel, the most luxurious hotel in all the Elysian Sea, completely free for you and your family if you come and listen to a 90-minute presentation.
DM, above board question, are there papers or documents on his desk?
Yeah, probably.
I'm
probably got a map out and he's like circling,
like,
like
showing
where
you
things
what
are.
they're-
I am going to do my best to just throw everything off of his desk, turn around, and just walk away. The most violent, non-violent thing I can do to this man without causing actual endearing harm.
He's taken it back for a second, and he immediately turns to Prince Safarin. I see that the voyage has left your friend a little grumpy. Now, sir, you look like a man who understands pure luxury.
That is correct.
I
I
figured-
am a person who would enjoy pure luxury, though I will say
no,
that
no,
your
no.
facilities have been less to be desired. I have yet to been asked for my station, and I am walking everywhere on my own accord.
Well, it is something that we're currently looking at implementing. We're a relatively new venture at this point. Things are changing, things are improving. But, sir, might I interest you, and perhaps the rest of this family, in a 90-minute presentation of our luxury timeshares, the finest of all board that you can hope to buy here in Elyssia. The finest rooms fit for a prince or even a king, perhaps. Alistair Vanetier himself, the king in the Vanetirian Peninsula, would be honored to stay within these timeshares.
I see. And when this Alistair, king of these places, comes, is he also greeted with immediate ask for payment?
The docks are a paid service, correct, sir.
Ah, I see. And there is no one to arrange arrival or welcome or drinks or any such things.
Those are many things that can be arranged. You must understand that your ship just arrived. There are vacation packages that our many travel agents around Elyssia can arrange that can set up things such as arrangements for carrying luggage, drinks, shuttle service to the condo and or hotel, whatever your heart or purse would desire.
Well, that does seem like a start to being a decent place for one to find rest. I would be interested in this presentation. Allow me to speak with the rest of my crew here, as we are
By all
here
means.
for pirate business.
As are all of the families who come to CutFUN Roost. They are all here on pirate business.
I see. I was told this much. One moment, please. And again, I have now said this for the second time, but none of my crew have drinks or refreshments. I would be unfortunate if I would have to mention it again.
Well, one of us
I would like to
pointing at Ruma.
apologize on behalf of the company. And he just calls out, "Can I get one of the bar hops over here, please?" They will be with you shortly, so you have my apologies for Moonlight.
Your apology is heard. And I will turn and I'll walk over to the rest of the group, I guess. I was so I am understanding that this is not going the way that you have envisioned it. Should we not be taking this time to get a room? It seems like only 90 minutes of our time.
Prince, as much as that may seem resourceful in any other instance, I'm having trouble containing my anger. My best equation would be to you returning to where you're from, the realm in which your home is, and somebody requesting payment for you visiting, and you also find that your palace and accoutrements and everything has been turned into a luxury resort for people to visit. That is what this is.
That would be impossible. They would have to do something to depose my father. However, that would distress me greatly. Let us talk to who is in charge so that we may settle this matter right away. Where is your papers of nobility? I'll put my hand out.
I don't have any papers of nobility, but we did find out that Otis, supposedly the owner of the Moonlight Company, if I can trust whatever he said, owns this island, supposedly, and he can be found in the executive offices. They said we need a meeting, but the last time someone told us we needed a meeting, we just barged in and got what we wanted anyway, so...
Meetings are for commoners.
Yes.
Let us go.
Well said.
Where is this executive office? We will speak of this immediately.
He said it was the meeting hall, and I do know where the town square / meeting hall is, so I can lead us that way if we don't get stopped or harassed by another idiot.
Wouldn't serve like a map, perhaps. The island has changed a bit, if you were aware of its original setup.
Is there a map on the ground?
He has one on his desk that I guess Arthur threw on the ground, so yes, there'd be one on the ground.
I'll.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. We'll grab one from him, and then pick the one off the ground, and hand it back to him.
Ethan, I wasn't done making my compass yet, and I put so much work into it.
I'm sorry. Don't worry. You'll go back to that map soon.
Oh, thank God.
So
there's so much.
Here's the map of CutFUN Roost. You guys are at this little shack right here, or little tent right here. Town Hall, boat rights, the Four Seagulls, cabanas or beach hut, restaurant, bar.
I will say the slaves are better dressed here than they are in other places I have visited.
No, I do just want to confirm. You said that the king would be honored to stay here, implying he has never stayed here.
We've only been open for a month, sir. But I have heard that our travel agents are in talk with him right now to bring him and his family, sister included, to visit us.
Okay, just confirming that you're just lying through your teeth about that. Okay. And
give me an insight check.
Oh, all right, sure. I mean, Darby believes it regardless of what the insight check is, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
But it is after I pull up what my insight bonus is, which should be pretty okay. That's a 9.
I was gonna say if you believe it, then you didn't need to roll, but no, you fully believe that the king might stay here.
I fully believe that he will not stay here.
Oh well, not
that they're just
that
using him as like a marketing tool, even though they've never had any confirmation of him wanting to.
You're the confidence this guy talks. You're not so sure anymore.
I still don't trust him. Anyway. Darby, at the moment he said timeshare, Darby was just like, nope, he is a con artist, and I don't need any more information out of that.
I will make note. Timeshares are not something that exist in Elyssia to your awareness.
As a player.
That is a new concept and word you've never heard before.
Alright, that's fair.
Such a sham. I'm gonna storm off to where the executive office is. I'll stay with the group. I'm not going to like go on my own, but I will not be happy trudging through this area. Clearly, like not reminiscing, but remembering what this town used to be and what it used to represent for people who didn't fit into another realm of society, and realizing that's been turned into another place for the rich to spend money. It's pissing me off.
Ruma will follow Arthur, but get distracted by the next cocktail station.
There are multiple cocktail stations throughout, and as Arthur kind of storms off, and I'm assuming most of you follow him,
Yeah.
you notice that the docks are pristine wood, freshly laid. Everything has been re-cobblestoned. Buildings, Arthur, that once showed hundreds of years of sea age now look freshly built or restored to a pristine glory that would be an insult to pirates everywhere that would have once called this place home. Everything has a certain glossy sheen about it that is unbecoming of the name Cutthroat Roost. Though if you look down at the sign in the lower left-hand corner of the map, throat has been lovingly crossed out and fun has been written.
Has they not given me my drink yet?
No, the drink people have arrived.
Okay, I was gonna start getting.
Pina coladas for
Getting angry.
everyone.
Yes.
Another one?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I will give Ruma mine because I'm not partaking.
Ruma will
in this.
double
This is not-
fist pina coladas,
This is
even
not
though
a
the
vacation.
They're
coconut is
very,
falling in
very, very attractive young beast women that have approached you with these pina coladas, wearing grass skirts and not a lot up in the, torso region.
It is about time that we.
Family
receive
friendly, though.
family friendly. They got the nips covered.
So as you head up this dock here, Arthur, on your right, you notice a restaurant by the name of Wenches as you pass.
Is it a themed restaurant?
It is a themed restaurant. It
Of
seems to be very
course.
pirate themed. As you look at it, it actually has the masts of a ship popping out, like two masts, and a large cutout of a well-endowed woman dressed in cartoony pirate gear is kind of attached to the sign, holding a mug of ale with her leg standing on a bench. So you kind of get like the full view of her leg. Also, this calypso music is playing in the background, like everywhere. There's a live band playing multiple spots throughout this town.
All right, we need to focus on what we were here for, or else I may end up doing something I regret. So we are here to find this map. All we know is it's somewhere in this area. We were sent out to Cutthroat Roost. DM, can you remind me? Did our friend, I'm gonna say her
Tetra?
name wrong. Tetra, thank
Oh,
you.
Tetra.
Tetra, did she give us any other clue other than go to Cutthroat Roost?
Nope, just go to Cutthroat Roost.
That's what I thought. Okay.
I do remember
And
something
remind me
vaguely
also,
about
we have not seen any like promotion for this guy's talking about travel agents and how the king knows about this place. Like, have we seen any mention of the transformation that Cutthroat Roost has experienced?
Besides a few mentions from people that this isn't a safe place for pirates anymore, not really.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna blow past the restaurant, even more pissed, and head towards the executive office.
All right, Town Hall or the Executive Suites are right there, surrounded by a lovely fountain representing a pirate ship, one that you recognize quite dearly, Arthur, as a stone recreation of the Alabaster Keep, raised up over the fountain. It's 3 cannons spewing water out the sides into the fountain.
It is unmistakably my ship.
It is unmistakably the Alabaster Keep.
Ooh.
Yeah, Arthur is going to be like
That's
shaking.
Omega.
Man.
Ooh.
I will let the crew know that there's something is very wrong here, or the rest of the team. I will say something is very wrong. That is my ship.
What do you mean wrong? It's fun. And
Sentinel.
Like a pretty good recreation, I would assume.
That ship is responsible for the murdering of countless orphans. They should not be representing that on a fountain in a resort.
I
that's...
understand what you would like to say. However, what I have understanding of the situation is that the ship is the tool in which you used to kill these orphans.
That is,
So
that
the
is
ship
correct.
itself is not responsible.
No, correct, Prince Safarin. I am trying to regale the fact that it partook in an atrocity, so it should not be chiseled in marble for others to gawk at. It is something to be forgotten,
Out of curiosity,
not cherished.
does there happen to be a plaque anywhere on this fountain?
No. Yo, I take that back. Yes, it does say Alabaster Keep on it. Alabaster Keep, famed vessel of the famous dread pirate Azrael White.
And that's it.
Huh.
That's all it says. Okay.
That's it.
Seems like they're leaving a lot of history out.
My head is gonna be like absolutely spinning.
I'm gonna offer Arthur a drink of one of my 2 pina coladas.
3 pina coladas in your hand
Yeah,
right
you
now.
had
When
the
we got
first one.
2 in one, like in your giant hand, and 1 in the other. You're just sipping from all 3.
I'm gonna sip from one while I kind of hold it out to Arthur, not saying a word.
Arthur will refuse. He will nod, but he will refuse. Trying to banish the image of his old vessel of evil being remembered in such a way, he's going to walk around the fountain and walk towards the town hall.
Arthur, you head towards a pristinely white-walled town hall, almost reminding you of the white buildings you saw in Bridgetown across the bridge from the worker slums. So the town hall is set in town square, has been reformatted to blend seamlessly into the adventure pirate aesthetic.
I will. Is the door open? Is it just open automatically, or do I need to knock?
It doesn't open automatically. Unfortunately, that technology does not quite exist.
No, I meant like, is it locked? Is what I meant.
It
Sorry.
is not locked. You are able to
Does it
enter.
open?
Clever. No,
I mean,
will,
magic
I will-
could do it.
I
Yeah, it
guess
could.
magic could do it. They
I
have not
will,
implemented that yet.
Prince Safarin is still really frustrated that all the doors don't open automatically.
Magically enchanted doors that just open when someone's near.
Technically, if I made the door ajar, I could then open it with thaumaturgy, because any open doors and windows can just like slam open with thaumaturgy. But I will open it normally and step through.
Assuming it's not more than 5 pounds, you know, you could also mage hand the other side and open it that way, but doors are kind of heavy sometimes.
Arthur will crack the door ajar and use thaumaturgy to
to
slam
make
it
a
open
huge
from a distance.
entrance.
So Arthur, you enter into a bleach-scented lobby that is tiled with multiple reception desks in front of you, with plucky young women in a similar uniform that you saw on the docks stationed at each one. A couple of them are occupied by families seemingly discussing vacation plans or vacation issues. However, there is one free open stall with a human woman with a name tag that reads Jen, who very quickly waves you over.
I will approach.
Well, hello there, friends. Ahoy! Welcome to CutFUN Roots. What can I help you with?
Oh boy.
Where do I begin? Let's just cut to the chase here. Is there a way possible for me to see Otis?
You have to understand that our founder is a very, very busy man, and we understand there are many people that wish to express their excitement, express their joyousness about the new and improved CutFUN Roost. But unfortunately, right now, he is tied up in business expenditures, business meetings, and is unable to attend or meet the general public as of right now.
Well, that's great because I'm not the general public, and you know what? I'm gonna do you a
Oh,
favor, Jen. Is you,
Do you have a name then, sir? I can look you up. You
Yes.
may be on his book.
Asriel White.
Oh, let me look here real quick. And she begins flipping through and then kind of stops and goes, "Of course you are, sir."
You seem like a nice lady, Jen. You can drop the pleasant facade. This is not a pleasant trip. I have urgent business with Otis. That particularly, I could just be here over that damn fountain you have out there because that is my ship. But I'm here on other business that, quite frankly, is far more important than any grievances I may have with your boss. So we can do this the easier way, and you can tell me where his business meeting is happening, or we can do this a much harder way, which I'm not sure you're going to enjoy very much.
Well, sir, I'm here to provide you with excellent 5-star service. So if there's anything that I can do to make your day better, that's what I'm here for. Now, if you could perhaps prove to me that you are in fact who you say you are, I may be able to try and arrange a meeting between you and Mr. Mush at his earliest convenience, which he does have an opening tonight at 9:45 if you have availability. And you are in fact the Mr. White that you claim to be.
He has misplaced his papers of nobility.
And may I ask who you are, sir?
Yes, I would like to say that I resent the notion that I am of the general public, as I have never been such in all of existence. My name is... Though in your tongue, it is Prince Safarin.
Oh, sir,
And I have...
Oh, go ahead.
And I would very much like to meet this founder of this island post-haste.
Of course, Mr. Zafarin. And I apologize if you have felt that the staff here has not adequately lived up to your expectations. You have to understand that the majority of our visitors do come from a lower echelon of income, and that if you don't pre-book with one of our travel agents, it becomes incredibly difficult for our staff to provide the necessary and appropriate service for a man with your standing. Or the standings of Mr. White here, it would seem.
So you are saying that you do not believe in your services enough that you will be pre-planning for those of higher stations to be here, and it is in fact my responsibility to contact you should I require pleasure.
It's the responsibility of our travel agents to provide that service, though they do need to be informed of arrival.
We have since arrived, we have told people who I am. Also, he has also told people who he is, though his station is unclear.
You'll need to excuse me, sir, as I do recognize the name of Azrael White, the famed dread pirate that our entire resort has been themed after. The name of Prince Safarin is foreign to me. Do you hail from a specific continent here in Elyssia?
Oh no. That is a good joke, but no, I will not be from the material plane here.
Ah, I see, sir. Well, I'm unaware of what plane you may exist from, but unless plans are pre-booked beforehand, it becomes incredibly difficult for our staff to accommodate. We have many members of high status that are coming to this resort town, high status that many would recognize in Elyssia.
Your ignorance does not provide an urgency for me. However, now that you have been informed, I would like to speak to Otis as soon as possible. It is said that he is free at the 9 p.m. of your material plane time. We shall be seeing him at that time.
I will need to have some proof about Mr. White's station.
Regardless of his station, my station should be suffice.
It is not, sir. I'm sorry.
Oof, the prince has been turned down.
This creates a problem.
Ruma's gonna go up to Prince Zafar and not say any words and extend one of the pina coladas.
Somehow Ruma's got a fourth. He's got 4 in his hands now.
We passed by another stall on the way in. That's fine.
I think it is time that you would bring me someone above your station.
I can, in fact, go get a one of our cast member leads if you'd like to meet them.
Cast member lead. What are you?
DM, I do have a question.
I don't even have a question.
And this is something that you could tell me because I did not write this as part of my backstory. But
Okay.
thinking of it, trying to rack my brain for anything that Arthur could have on him to prove his identity. Would there have been a type of trinket, coin, marking that pirates would have to indicate that they are in fact a member of the original Cutthroat Roost that they'd have on them? And then if there was one, would I even still have it on me?
What I will say is most likely a pirate of your standing would have his own custom-made pistols, so your gun would most likely be something that could be considered a token of Azrael White.
Okay, perfect. Then I will, before she leaves, I will set my pistol on the counter.
Oh. Well, now that is quite the gun there, good sir. We have replicas of those sold in our gift shops.
That is not a replica. That is an original.
She kind of picks it up and looks at it and... one second, I'm gonna go get my lead real quick here.
Set that down before you...
She does. Takes off, scampers off. You see him talk. You see her talking with like a guy in the back again. He's kind of got like that little gold plaque under the symbol. He kind of comes over. Hi, my name is Mark. Welcome to CutFUN Roost. What can I do for you today? My Jem was telling me. Yes, no, of course she did. But I figured it'd be nice to ask you. You're looking for a meeting with Mr. Mush, aren't you? And let me see here. Oh. Well, isn't this a nice little trinket you got? Now that is a real pistol there, so that is nothing like the replicas that we sell in one of our many lovely gift stores. Have you guys had a chance to check those out yet?
No.
No, it kind of came straight here, for being honest.
Oh, I see. So you're claiming to be Azrael White, the famed pirate that's supposedly dead.
Yes. The Ashen Nightmare, the Wrath and Ivory, the Orphan Reaper. That is me.
So I did make a call to Mr. Mush where he is right now, and he has agreed to meet with you at the 9 o'clock time to talk about the state of things. And I've also jotted you down as Mr. White and Mr. Zafarin too. I hope that will suffice for you.
Mister, it is Prince Zafarin.
I apologize, sir. I will correct that immediately on the
As you should.
meeting forms.
I'm really glad
All
he
of
couldn't-
Moonlight Company apologizes for the discrepancy.
I'm really glad, Mark, that he couldn't move his calendar around to meet with the person that he's proprietarying everything for this resort.
He is an incredibly busy man, but he did tell me that he is going to comp a meal at the Buccaneer Brew House just for you, Mr. White, just for you. And he, if you'd like to go and wait, there is a lovely microbrewery here on the island, and he has also agreed to pay for drinks there as well while you wait. He is most apologetic.
What does Mark look like? Is he a human? How
He's
big
human.
Is
He looks like the college age douchebag you want to punch right in the face.
You're doing a very good job emulating that right now.
All right, so
I'm trying.
Ruma's gonna take his pina coladas and extend them out to Arthur and Darby and say, "Hold these, please."
I will hold.
Sure, I'll grab the two.
Ruma's gonna go up to Mark and grab him by the neck and lift him up and ask, "Where is Otis?"
He's not on the island, so I'm going to need to ask you to set me down, or I'm going to need to call security.
He's gonna tighten his grip and ask, "Where is Otis?"
Unable to meet with you until 9 o'clock, sir.
His grip is getting tighter, and he's not even saying anything at this point.
There are security people around, and they are starting to come over to you.
I'll put Mark down and go up to the security people.
Okay?
Where is Otis?
There seem to be a problem here.
This could
Yes,
have been
where is
avoided.
Otis?
Well, it's all gonna be avoided.
We are unaware. The founder has his schedule.
Who knows?
This is Mark again. Sir, he has agreed to meet with you at 9 p.m. tonight. He's a busy man. It is difficult for him to move his schedule around, and he requests that you be willing to wait for him to discuss your business.
Not to be rude, Mark, but I don't think that's the question that you were being asked. It was, where is he right now? Not, where
On
will he
his
be at 9
private-
o'clock?
On his private ship.
Excellent. Coming from where?
Somewhere around the island. We're not sure.
There we go.
Mark, the beckoning will
difficult-
come for you.
Oh,
Ruma's gonna go grab his pina coladas and walk out.
Here you go. You could have. Oh God.
I appreciate the try, Ruma.
Yes.
Sir, can I jot you down for 9 p.m.?
Yes, yes, you can, Mark. Thank you so much.
We look forward to seeing you then,
Oh.
sir.
God, I want to kill Mark.
I look forward to seeing you as well, Mark. I really appreciate you taking the time to do everything you could to establish the meeting that was told to us at the very beginning of this conversation.
What was that lady's name again?
Gem.
Jen.
Yeah, Jen.
Gem
Alright,
with an
writing
M.
it-
Oh damn.
Writing it down.
Alright.
Guard Alexander was the first person I talked to when I got back. You think I don't remember these people?
He'll come back in like 5-10 years.
Her job. Jen's about to lose her job.
Alright. You guys have a
Mhm.
meeting with Mr. Otis Mush at 9 p.m. tonight, and you have free reign of CutFUN Roost until then.
Well, the irony. He builds an entire resort after you, and he gives you a free meal and drink, and that's it.
The indignity is beyond my comprehension.
It's a
You
sham.
hear Prince of Farid say something under his breath that just sounds like a crack of thunder. And if you guys don't speak Primordial, you won't know what that means.
Actually, I'm. Nope, I don't. I speak Sylvan. I know I had one of those languages. Well, that was
Well,
a
if-
fun adventure with Mark.
Yeah, this seems to be going nowhere, and
I
it's just
expect
going to
that.
continue to get us in more poor situations as members of Otis's team, the Moonlight Company, whatever they're called, are just going to continue to delay us. So we're gonna have to play by his rules for tonight. All rules are off once we get a meeting with him, but I can't see this going anywhere good after our first 3 altercations with people all ended in somebody trying to kill somebody else. So, do we want to at least make our way over to the tavern? You seem to be enjoying the drinks, Ruma.
Free food and drink. He's gonna start walking towards the tavern.
Well, it's not
Fair enough.
free food. It's one free meal.
So,
We got comped.
there were 2 options given. There's technically 3 options for restaurants. There's Wenches, there is the microbrewery, and then there is the brew house. Which would you like to go to first?
I'll leave it up to the team.
The microbrewery's right here. This is the brew house, and that is Wenches.
Arthur's just kind of more or less like reserved to wherever he's gonna go. He's gonna find remnants of his past glorified in terrible spectacles. So he's just gonna let the group pick and just be like blown away by the audacity of whatever the hell is going on here.
The wenches.
You want to have
All right,
the Wenches?
Ruma says wenches first.
I guess Ruma wants to go to Ventures.
All right, you guys head back down from the town hall to Wenches, where you saw the busty lady on the sign. This restaurant looks to be one big themed bar with counters and high tops resembling little pirate ships. Strong smell of booze and bad chicken wings overtakes the air. The wait staff are all women in shockingly short dresses, fishnet stockings, and cartoonishly big pirate hats. A large group of patrons seem to be interested in plundering their precious cargo.
Yeah,
As you
sounds about
enter,
right for
there is
this
a
kind of
host.
place.
There is a hostess at a little podium that looks like a crow's nest, and she says, "Welcome to Wenches!
We've been told that we've been comped a meal and some drinks.
Technically, you've been comped a meal at the other place.
I will
Wait,
still say that to her.
Oh, I haven't been notified of any extra special guests.
What did she say Otis's last name was? Jem said
Mush.
Mush. Otis Munch. Otis
Munch.
Mush has a comped our meal. Personally.
Give me a persuasion.
Persuasion is 16.
Hey.
Well, I'm sure the note will be over real shortly, so I'll go ahead and seat you right now. How big is your party?
6, because we've got Nat with us, so I think as she followed along.
Yeah, Nat
So that
followed
she's
along.
not running
She's
around
been
with her.
surprisingly silent and mostly just confused by everything.
This is
So
gonna be
the-
going great for her because they're literally memorializing the person
Yeah.
who murdered her father.
Not even as like about it, like just memorialized in. He was the coolest pirate that ever pirated.
So you are led by the hostess to one of those high tops that looks like a little pirate ship, and the seats have little anchors on the back of them, so when you sit down, they're terribly uncomfortable because there's no back support. It just looks like an anchor. And in front of you, you got a little spot on the deck of the ship that they're all different ships too, all around. Like there's some that look like merchant galleons, or some that looks like naval warships. There's some that look like pirate ships, but they're all done up like in this naval theme.
The Alabaster Keep is not a table, is it?
It is not a table.
Oh, thank you.
But they would have to just kick
The chef's table.
Yeah.
So you shut your mouth.
For extra special guests.
It's the room in the back that only the founder gets to eat at.
A waitress comes over. Hello, gentlemen! Avast!
Just
A
rolls
vast
Is this your
matey.
Oh, he's getting into the fun! She's kind of putting on those little paper like napkins for drinks. What are me hearties having tonight?
Oh boy, it sure
One
sounds
of
like
every
this.
item on the menu.
Okay.
Rum.
Would you like on the rocks, sir, or would you like one of our rum punch cocktails?
Just straight rum.
Yes, sir. What about for the rest of you?
6 pina coladas.
Yes, sir. Someone's having fun on their vacation today. How is everyone's vacation? Where are y'all from?
Here.
I see, sir. I will be right back with its drinks. Anyone else? What would you guys like?
Can't hear you, Princess
Yeah,
Barnes.
Can't hear
you. Muted.
Moonlight, please.
Moonlight, sir? I'm not aware of that cocktail.
Moonlight in a glass, please.
I'll have my bartender whip something up for you, sir.
Oh man.
How about
Yeah,
for the
but-
rest of you? How about for the big bird? I love your costume. It's adorable.
What?
Well, thank you.
I guess he is wearing the.
I am on vacation.
I kind of
She
forgot
thinks you're a
about that.
person in a costume set, and all she doesn't realize you're an actual guardian.
That I'm an actual chicken. Yeah.
I'm going to lean over to Prince of Farin and tell him his drink is not going to be what he wants it to be. So he's so
So far,
disappointed.
nothing in this place is what I would like it to be. And I am very frustrated. And this Otis Munch will hear of this.
This morning. Oh boy, that's gonna be a riot when we get to 9 o'clock if he even shows up.
He'll show.
I would like a cola, a very hearty cola.
Of course, sir. And what about for my fine-headed fellow over there?
I don't know what's your most piratey drink.
I would recommend the Alabaster Special.
Oh no, that sounds right up my alley. I think it's up his alley too, as I point to Arthur.
It's a collection of tequila, rum, and gin, mixed with a collection of 9 fruit juices, served over ice. And
Gonna be
then-
served in just
You
a
probably-
big pirate ship that we all have
Oh,
straws in.
Oh, it's coming out of a pirate ship. Of course it is.
Oh, yeah,
You should
it's
probably add
special.
some blood to it to make it more authentic. That's what Arthur's
There
going to say.
is
Look,
blood orange in it.
No, actual blood. Dead serious. Deadpan. He's just going to stare at her and say that.
I'll see what the bartender can do for you, sir.
The blood orange guy.
So is
Yeah,
that
the
two? Is that
blood-
two of our
No.
alabaster specials?
No, I would not like an alabaster special, please. Dear God.
Just
Of
the
course,
one.
sir.
Just the one.
Do you have an Orphan Reaper on the menu?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not unaware of that drink either. You guys must come from a really interesting place.
It was so quick.
Yeah, no, just on the money with that one.
The server is working for a Tims boy.
Oh yeah.
As a server, that was as a former server. Top notch stuff,
Oh.
man.
He had that prepared.
Yeah, she was ready to go.
Arthur,
blood
you want to
orange?
apologize to Nat and just say I'm so sorry for whatever. This is not what I intended. for
I
this to
have
be.
no idea what any of this is. This is a shit show.
Well, depends on who you're asking.
All right, a few minutes later, your waitress, who I forgot to say her name, is Amber. Amber comes out with all of your drinks, a rum on the rocks for you, Arthur.
I just said straight rum, no rocks.
Oh, I'm sorry, no rocks. So straight rum for you. 6 pina coladas for Ruma. A Coke, excuse me,
A cola.
non-branded, a cola, an Elysian cola, and it's served in like a little kid's cup set with a sippy straw for you.
Is
and,
it-
like,
Oh, is it the ones that
Oh,
like twirl around the cup and then?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it twirls around the cup, and if you
Yeah.
look, there's like a little like image like around the white cup, and it's all like Arthur, it's like Azrael White and his pirate crew like on their ship, all like in these epic pirate poses, like they're in the midst of a battle. And
I
then
just
you
hold
are-
up the cup and she'll be like, Arthur, it's you.
I'm gonna growl at set. No, I'm honestly not just like an animalistic growl.
Prince of Bard, they set something in front of you. It's very clearly not actual moonlight in a glass, but it is a concoction of some type of liquid that has been put in front of you. And then
This.
that, sir, is what our bartender considers moonlight. I can go get him and he can explain what is in it.
Yes. Have you do this?
I will. I'll be right back, sir. And then, Darby, for your drink, out comes a glass in the shape of a pirate ship. So it has like a little rim at the bottom, and then it's in the shape of a boat. It fills up the entire thing, and you suck it through one of the masts.
So ridiculous.
And so the waitress
Please
leaves,
tell me it's
and-
like a deep red colored drink.
Oh,
too.
it is incredibly deep red.
This poor
And then-
waitress.
Yeah. She doesn't
Or
deserve.
all
She's
these-
doing her
all these
best, man.
burgers.
Yeah.
No, they're just doing their job.
Yeah.
They don't deserve
Out
this.
comes Prince of Farin, some scrappy young guy. He's got earrings that like kind of hang down. He's got like a tight goatee and like a mustache. They don't connect. The mustache just comes there and there's a goatee, and he's got like a man bun.
Oh, classic.
Oh, hey, I heard that you guys want to talk to the bartender. That's me, Chet. I'm your bartender today.
Of course, it's Chet. Of course, it would be
Yes.
Chet.
Are the
can-
drinks okay and to your liking?
No.
Yes, you expertly
many.
made rum. Good job. I'm gonna raise just the
Yeah,
rum.
the other bastard. I mean, the glass is a bit overkill, but I mean, the drink itself is fine.
Does there seem to be a problem with your drink?
Yes. You have given me a glass with liquid inside. That is not what I asked for.
Well, sir, you're gonna have to, I'm gonna apologize on behalf of the Moonlight Corporation. You'd asked for Moonlight, and I've never heard of that drink before. Could you explain to me what that is from where you're from, and I can try to whip it up for you?
So, I have found myself to be exercising extreme patience as I understand that the material plane is different than the rest of the civilized cosmos. That being said, if one were to market themselves as the Moonlight Company, you would think that they would be able to create a simple beverage that is moonlight in a glass. The light of your prime material plain moon in a glass that I may enjoy.
Now, sir, that I believe is what I have given you there. That
This
is
is
a It is liquid. That is a combination of a fine task-aged gin, buried on an island for 100 years underneath the moonlight, brought out from the reserve, poured in a glass for you with a mixture of moon sherry and peach schnapps. Moonlight.
The table.
And we've smoked it too. We have smoked it underneath a hot fire, so it has a smoky aftertaste to it. And you will notice a bit of a peat to it from the scotch we've added as well.
Bloated scotch.
It's just pouring more in.
It's just a
The
Quaker
table
peach schnapps.
Feels as if it's like a really cold all of a sudden just around the entirety of the table.
Oh, my hands up.
It's just awesome. I apologize, for I am trying very, very hard to be as courteous as I can to the material plane. And it is hard for me, after hearing of the departure of my good friend, Ulrich von Liechtenstein, who was my inroad to this place. However, if another one of these lower station imbeciles says anything more to me, I will be forced to remind them who is mortal and who is not. Please, get me my drink.
Sir, I apologize to you. That is moonlight, as I have interpreted it. Have you tried it?
You see Sebastian sort of like starting to look around.
He's like, oh no! Oh. I almost feel like Prince of Florence more angered by this trip than Arthur at this point.
Excuse me. Prince of Florence is going to stand up from the table and he is going to leave the restaurant.
All right, Prince Safari, you head out of the restaurant back into the sunny exterior of CutFUN Island. And the rest of you...
I'm waiting for the food.
No, you haven't ordered anything. Oh, no, you ordered
You
one
ordered
of everything.
He ordered
Everything
one
on
of
the menu.
everything.
All right. 20 minutes later,
Dang, that's pretty
you guys
efficient.
get... they're cranking it out. You guys get
Yeah.
an
Frozen
appetizer,
beforehand. They just heated it
Oh,
up.
yeah,
in
that's
like
true.
40
Yeah.
people.
Onion
A place like
rings.
this, yeah.
chicken tenders, potato skins. I just have to come up with the bullshit things.
Poutine. They got some
Bloomin' onion.
poutine.
Poutine,
Yeah.
bloomin' onion, chicken wings, 20 chicken wings, different sauces, ranging from mild to extra hot, burger, club sandwich.
They got a really weird like steak menu. The place that shouldn't serve steak, but they got steak.
No, this place is at least they're not quite Applebee's. They have a little more, they know a little bit more what they are.
They had to have just the classic Kraft mac and cheese, not even original, just a box of Kraft.
Mac and cheese. I will say there's like that thing of spaghetti. Like, why is there spaghetti at this chicken finger restaurant?
It's always got to be there.
Street tacos, and then brownie a la mode.
Here we
That's
go.
all that arrives.
All right, Riva's gonna immediately start digging in when they put the food down.
It is surprisingly mediocre.
As expected.
Arthur's not going to touch the food, and if anybody will notice, he is just staring into his glass of rum. He is not taking a sip of it.
Does anybody touch the food?
I'm sure Darby will probably Grab a
Well, the
little bit
first
here and
person
there.
to reach their hand out for Ruma's food is going to be met with, "If you were hungry, why did you not order food yourself?"
You know what? Fair enough, big man. Fair enough.
And he'll
I
like
had it.
pity throw you a
just-
couple onion rings.
I'll just toss him back out of spite at this point.
I can just imagine Ruma keeping like a mental tally of all the food he shared with people.
And just one day, randomly, in like 5 years, he'll be like, "You owe me."
I come to
this."
collect.
Just hands up a cookbook. This is what you owe me.
Just shows up for dinner one night.
Yes.
Ugh.
Also, pina coladas nonstop. Whenever they're empty, I want another one.
Does anyone else actually order food, or do you just all sort of watch roommate eat and drink?
Honestly, at this point, I'm
Order
just
any food,
amazed.
But if the waitress does come around to like refill drinks or just to be
She
her
does.
Some mod
crazy
sticks.
bubbly self, I will.
Oh yeah, there's gotta be mozzarella sticks
Of
on
course,
the menu. I
yeah, you
forgot
had that
about that
mozzarella
one.
stick. Yeah.
and they're
Sorry,
cold.
It's a restaurant.
They're
not
cold.
Yeah, they're
an
like slightly
RPK.
cold mozzarella
They're
sticks.
cold and they don't pull. They just
Yeah.
like break apart.
Yep. They're
Um,
deep fried straight from
It's not even
frozen.
like the outside breaks, but the cheese like doesn't
Yeah.
quite want to go away from each other. So it's just one long string as you bite into it. And it just
Oh, no,
won't
I'm saying it's
tear.
the opposite. It's when you break a mozzarella stick and it just perfectly breaks because the cheese is still hard as a
It's
rock
still-
on the inside.
Ugh.
Alright, so I'll pull the waitress kind of aside if she does come back to the table at one moment, and then I'll just say, we're waiting on meeting with the owner of this place. Do you have, I don't know, you work for him? I'm sure you don't get much interaction time, but do you have any tips? Like, what's he like? Who is he? Do you know anything about him?
Well, I've never met him in person, but he's very like, he's like a visionary. Like this whole CutFUN Roost thing was like his idea. You know, I went to the orientation, you know, the spiels and everything, and when he was a young boy, he dreamed of creating a family-fun pirate paradise. And that is what has been created here today. And this is only location 1 of 3. They're going to build 2 more of these somewhere else.
I'm going to slide a gold piece off the table to her. I don't work for Otis. This isn't some hit to see if you drink what would be Elysia's version of Kool-Aid.
Punch.
But
Drink the wine.
I'm not asking you to drink
Rum
the wine.
punch.
I'm asking
Yeah,
for
rum
any information you might have on him.
I'm sorry, sir.
Was
I
he
mean,
a-
she's going to take the gold coin.
Right. Was he a pirate beforehand? Does he have any connection
Oh,
to any
no.
of this?
But he is a businessman through and through. Though supposedly he does have like a contact or something that's, you know, helped him come up with all of this and get his information.
Okay.
How can one man eat so much food?
After 30 minutes, Ruma has eaten everything and is quite full. He's had 8 pina coladas.
Question.
On top
for
of the
you.
4 he's already had.
Yeah.
They should start rolling
I need
Constitution.
a con save, Ruma.
You got it.
Which his con's gonna be so good.
Okay.
27.
You are still incredibly sober, Ruma.
Yeah, he could just pound it.
It's like the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
During this feast, I would like to ask the statue in the center of the fountain. Like, is it like connected to the fountain, or what's the situation?
Yes. Yep, it is a stone statue, so you've got a fountain with water, a pillar that comes up, you have the boat in a direct replica of the Alabaster Keep, and then there are 3 cannons on the side that are spraying water into the fountain. So like a feature.
Got it. How much would you say that weighs?
Yes.
A lot? Why? What
How
spell
much
do you
is-
have that
How
can
much
make-
is a lot?
Is it
How
1,000
much
pounds?
is a lot?
Is it more than the spell can feasibly lift?
What are you trying to lift the whole fountain or just the boat?
Well, I was gonna just lift the boat, but I if it's all the same.
You have to look up how much fountains weigh.
They're
Probably.
heavy.
Yeah,
Probably
this is
not.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. This isn't a tiny fountain. This is a big fountain. I'm gonna assume it being stone with the water is well, if you're just lifting the ship, it's probably over 1,000 pounds.
Okay, well then, never mind.
It's a good thought.
Yeah.
Just
Trying to
casually
think.
throw the boat somewhere.
There is the Buccaneer Brew House and the microbrewery for
Ooh.
Prince
Oh,
Safari.
wait a minute. You said that outside of wenches, there's like a person, right? Like a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
Like,
sign.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big woman
Cool.
facade.
Yeah.
How
Yep.
big is this big woman facade?
About person size.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh. Damn it. I thought it was a big one. Ah, keep going. Keep going with you guys' restaurant thing. I'm going to figure something out.
Well, I don't have anything else to do, and if Rum is done with his food, I guess we'd leave, because we're not just gonna sit around.
Yeah.
I'll slam the rum, and I guess we'll go over to one of the other places. We're waiting. What time is it? Is it even close to
It
9?
is at this. No, you probably still have about 4 hours.
Oh!
Okay. No, then I know what I'm going to do then. I
What are you
am
gonna do
going...
there, Prince Safari?
I'm going to take the human size wenches their person,
Okay.
and I'm just going to like move it over to the ship fountain, and
Okay.
I will smash it over the thing.
Over the ship.
So Prince Safari, you cat. What spell is this? Telekinesis.
Well,
or-
if it's just a human-sized thing, I can telekinetically shove things. I mean,
Okay,
it's
I
wind.
just wanted to know how to describe
Yeah,
it based on the
It's
spell you
it
made.
is wind, but yeah, the mechanic.
Testing. telekinesis.
Yeah.
Okay. So all of a sudden, this gust of wind kind of surrounds the sign with this woman, and you just see it like rip off from the side and begins to like flutter over. How aware are you making yourself that you are doing this, Prince Safari?
It
Just,
is
like,
very aware.
just
He's
glowing eyes,
aware.
hands out,
This is the point he's
fluttering
making.
over.
Yes.
Bashes it into the fountain. People are staring, children are crying. There are just shocked faces all around. This wooden wench from the restaurant sign has been torn off and bashed into the fountain.
I am then going
Just as
to.
you guys are walking out, this has happened.
Oh,
I'm going to step up, and I'm going to step onto the fountain, the top of the fountain, and I'm going to sit down, and I'm going to be like, I don't think anyone speaks Primordial. But
I can guarantee you no one here speaks Primordial.
there is
Someone
very
funny, right?
loud, like, sound of crack.
Wait, I speak Primordial.
Nice!
I don't. Unfortunately.
Well, if you speak Primordial, you're going to hear a very impassioned declaration to speak to the leader of this area immediately. And the water of the fountain is now just going to be spinning around in a large continuous circle as I am just sitting there.
So Prince Safari, you are demonstrating this show of force or this show of anger. Only Ruma, the party has just left the restaurant and has watched you start this, can understand you as you demand to speak to Otis Mush. I'm assuming like there's a bit of like thunder cracking and maybe even almost like lightning coming out from your mouth or seemingly like a storm almost.
Yes.
And people are getting frightened. They're starting to move away. Security is beginning to come unaware of what you're saying, and they are beginning to mobilize in a way. You're obviously threatening their society here, basically, or their resort town.
I think we might want to do something about that to some degree. At least stop them from arresting him.
We will. I guess we'll walk up to where Prince Safarin is, trying to catch up to him before the security get him isolated.
All right, so you're kind of able to fight through the crowds, Arthur, and everyone else, and you make it to the fountain to see Prince Safarin's display of power.
Oh, this is quite fantastic. Remind me to never anger him.
Hey,
I do-
Prince.
I do like the show.
the eyes of Prince Safara are whited out with little lightning streaks coming out every so often.
Oh, well, seems he's in quite the state.
He was gonna push his way to the nearest tiki bar that doesn't have somebody running away from it, and he's gonna say, "Otis Mush is comping my drinks," and he's gonna hold his hand out for a pina colada.
How did your persuasion roll?
You're a paladin. It shouldn't be that bad.
8.
Oh, it's bad.
Sir, that'll be 3 silver or 3 gold or copper pieces, please.
This guy's not terrified of what's happening in the plaza.
I'll give him 3 copper pieces.
Let him. He's probably had to go like down here or whatever to get his
Get a
drinks,
little
so
ways away where
he's far enough away. They're trained that there could be like uppity like upstarts and there could be things happening. So keep
fair.
it cool. It's
a
all
world with
smiles,
magic, you never know what
fun
people are
roots.
gonna do in there.
So I guess if Prince isn't responding, I guess I will stand by him until the security arrives. Because if he's not gonna stop, I'm not going to try and stop him. But I don't want him to be faced with security alone.
Well, security's there already, and they're kind of moving forward at this point. There's one guy who looks particularly like armored up and ready to go, and he kind of steps forward. "Excuse me, sir? Sir?" He's calling out to you, Prince Safaran.
So there's a fluttering of wings, and then all of a sudden it's just Sebastian in front of that person.
Hello?
Are you Otis Munch?
I am not, sir. I am Carwell.
Then he flies away. He flies away.
He's gonna look at you, Arthur. Are you with him?
I am.
You have 10 seconds to calm him down, or we will show display of force.
Prince, do you want to start a fight here? I'm not sure this is going to get us any closer to Otis. As much as you're justified.
These people are rude.
Yes,
Yeah, very.
trust me. I fundamentally understand that deeper than I think even you do, Prince.
I do not appreciate rudeness on my vacation.
I don't appreciate rudeness anywhere, but doing this is probably going to put us out from our meeting at 9. And we need that meeting. As much as I'd like to blow this place to Kingdom Come, and trust me, I've blown places up before, this isn't going to get us any closer.
The water will dissipate, not back into the fountain, but just all over the ground. The fountain will now be empty of water.
It is now an empty fountain. You just kind of hear magical swirling from where the magic would be bringing the water up to spray it out the fountains. Nothing's coming out. Maybe just some splurts here and there.
Sounds like a bunch of wet farts.
Yeah.
Prince Safaran's eyes will go back to normal. And he will look at Arthur and say, "We will do it your way, Arthur. For now."
I appreciate that, Prince. I'm not sure I'd been able to. I'm not sure I would have made the decision you just did had I been where you were at. I'm gonna turn back to the guard. Sir, it doesn't look like there's a problem anymore.
Good. Keep it that way. And he turns to leave.
And I will spit on the ground behind him when he turns to leave.
He's very aware you did that and has taken note.
Well, we really did just come here and make enemies of ourselves, huh?
No, I think they decided to do that when they put my life on parade.
I'm not saying it's not justified. I'm just saying, we really showed up and decided we are the villains today.
No,
At least in their
my
eyes.
my whole life, Darby, has been a series of decisions stating I am the villain. This is kind of recompense for that. I just didn't really want somebody to make a parade out of it.
We're fine. You never really choose what others do with your legacy. So
All right,
popping
you
up
guys
with
still have some
someone.
time to kill.
Prince, would you be willing to settle for a material plane drink? Because that seems what's on offer right now.
Fine.
I just know that I do understand this is a terrible vacation. This place
He
is
will
terrible.
Takes a long step that is more like a float back down to the ground.
Alright,
And then
Prince
I guess
Safari,
we'll
you are-
walk towards the microbrewery.
Don't have
there.
far to walk. It's right here. So the microbrewery smells strongly of alcohol. It's a little more subdued than some of the other buildings, kind of blending in a little bit more with the rest of the aesthetic without being super kitschy or themed. However, the sign above the microbrewery reads Kincaid's.
I will. If I'm leading the group there, I will stop dead in my tracks. They can walk around me if they continue to walk, but I will stop.
I guess I'll also stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop next to Arthur and wait for whatever he's doing.
That's the last name of my my first mate. That is Willie Kincaid. If this is anywhere near themed, for him, I'm not going in there. I can't. There's too many jokes in my life that I'll deal with. I will not make a joke of him. So be my guest. I will sit on a stoop outside, but I'm not going in. There's only so much I can be taken down.
So you are telling me, as I understand it, that this entire place not only makes a mockery of our crewmate Nat's tragic loss of her family, but also is besmirching the name of someone that you consider your first mate, which is what you are to me on the ship.
Yes, that is 100% correct.
And this is acceptable to you.
No, it's not acceptable. If I could, I would tear this place down brick for brick, like you were doing with the fountain. But that's not going to get us anywhere. We would be their security far outnumbers us, and we would not get the meeting that we want to. I'm trying to see a bigger picture here. It's taken every ounce of me to be able to do that, but this map piece is more important than any terrible, terrible thing they're going to make a mockery of. I'm just drawing the line at walking into this establishment because it's literally my biggest failure. Put up on a billboard for people to drink at.
Is the sign bolted down?
The sign is not bolted down.
Is it really heavy?
No, it's a standard sign.
A normal
Cool.
sign.
I will send it flying into the stratosphere.
I will warn you, the guard is currently, they are very aware of you guys right now.
I
will not allow you to do it, but I'm just giving you the warning.
Temptation.
It really is tempting. I'm not gonna lie. The moment the sign was said to be Kincaid, I was like, oh, someone's probably gonna rip this down. There's no way that stays up. That is coming down one way or another.
I will. Okay. This is what I'll do. I will look at Arthur and say, "Can you swallow your friend's name being used in such a way? What would you give to give him the respect you took when you killed him?"
I'd give anything.
And then he's gonna kind of look at the sign like, what are we doing?
Arthur will walk in.
Then we will walk in.
All right. You head into the microbrewery, which is a very long counter that takes up the entire left wall, where a single man in just kind of casual-looking clothes is standing. Multiple kegs of beer kind of just stacked up on each other. They're standing tables with high tops and like those high back kind of like stool chairs. There's also a mechanical manatee in the corner. Well, hi there.
Mechanical
Welcome to
man.
Kincaid's Microbrewery, home of 60 beers on tap. I got 53 IPAs, Igorith Pale Ales, 6 Super IPAs, and 1 blonde known as the Bedwetter. What can I get for you, gentlemen? And he starts like putting out the little napkins for you.
Rum.
It's a microbrewery, sir. You'll have to go to the Buccaneer Brew House if you want some of that. Can I interest you in a fine Super IPA, though?
Do you have anything dark?
I do, sir. You're gonna like my Amber IPA.
Amber. Fine. Sure. I will take an amber IPA.
Is everything an IPA?
Yeah, everything. You get
Everything.
36 regular
53.
IPAs and
There 53 of them are IPAs, Igorith Pale Ales. 6 are Super IPAs, and 1 is a blonde called the Bedwetter. So Arthur, he goes over to one of the kegs. He pours you a glass in a standard beer mug, nothing like fancy pirate shifting or anything, and he passes it to you. And it is very thick. Sir, that has been aged with hops for 2 years, and we blend it with molasses, chocolate, and berries to create a fine lager.
and this is an amber.
Yep.
And Arthur will take a swig.
It is incredibly. Well, actually, no. Let me describe it this way, because it's an IPA. You drink it, and you get that initial like, oh, this. I can taste the chocolate. I can taste things, and then all of a sudden, it just takes like you get punched in the throat 8 times from the hop. And yes, for any of our viewers that are like, huh, all these drinks sound terrible. These don't sound real. That's the point.
Welcome to the joke.
I will barely cough it down, but I will attempt to finish it.
It is finishable, just begrudgingly so. What about for the rest of you folks?
1 extra large bedwetter.
Good thing, sir. Bedwetter is one of the most popular drinks here on the island. You just see him pour you a tall, stick it in front of you.
That is a funny statement.
Extra large bedwetter.
I'd like an extra large bedwetter, please.
Don't we all?
Just out of context, it is the weirdest thing to ever hear. I'm fine. I had my fill at the last place.
Green man and chicken soup. What can I get for you guys?
Oh, dude's colorblind.
Yeah.
Way to work in some representation, bro.
So I imagine Prince of Farn said it just like that too. Oh, dude,
He's colorblind, huh? That's pretty cool. That's not very often.
he's just on such another level of just pure rage
Yeah.
that he's just firing off sarcastic insults.
Any little thing.
Sebastian again will reappear as he can turn invisible whenever he wants. Reappear and be like, His Highness will not be speaking to the help going forth. He will not be engaging in your material plane swill.
Fair enough, sir. Big chicken, what can I get for you?
Do you have a cola?
Just beers here, sir. Can I interest you in one of my 53 IPAs?
Do you have one that tastes like a cola?
We do, in fact, have a cola IPA that I can serve you, sir. It's one of our super IPAs.
Okay, yeah, I like super.
Do you have a map with some crayons?
Or is it? Do you want a tall or a short sentinel?
Short.
All right, he sets a short in front of you.
Yeah. I take a swig.
You take a swig, and the first sip tastes like cola, and then it feels like a nuclear weapon of bitters just went off in your mouth, and you are unable to shake the unrelenting doom that is the drink that you've decided to have, and it makes you want to die.
Yes, it's one of those beautiful drinks that makes you thirsty because it just
Yes.
sucks the moisture
You
out of your
drink it,
mouth.
and you're like, man, I need something to drink after drinking that.
I immediately am like, "No, this doesn't taste like cola. I don't like that." And then I hand it back to him.
Can I interest you in a bedwetter then?
Yes, please.
He gives you a bedwetter.
I drink that.
It's like Budweiser.
Okay.
Before he does walk away, I think. Well, no, Darby, you still have to order, right?
I had my fill last time. I'm good.
Okay. Arthur will, kind of tossing one of his daggers around in his hand, will say, just as a recommendation, what did the guy gentleman say his name was?
I don't think he did, but his name's Kale.
Kale?
Kale, like the food.
Kale,
Just as a recommendation there, Kale. The actual Kincaid's favorite drink was grog. So, you might want to add that to your menu.
Well, I'll take a note of it, sir, but, you know, they all comes from corporate.
Understood.
Yes, does everything.
So yeah, you guys have been given your drinks, except Darby, who opted not, and Prince of Farn, who's refusing to digest any of the lesser food in this realm. And you've had your terrible beers.
What's with the manatee?
Now that there, my good sir, is our first ever mechanical manatee. You can ride that thing for 5 whole minutes. You get the entire bar around the drinks. And I'm gonna warn you right there, people don't think a lot about manatees, but they are the dam of the sea.
Was it named at all, or you just call it the manatee?
It says fear the manatee, the dam of the sea on the mechanical thing.
We're about to gut somebody if that was named something.
You know, just making sure. What do you say,
Don't worry,
Ruma?
Eric. We're not done here yet.
Yeah. What do you say, Ruma? You want to give it a try? Get everyone around to drinks?
Well, it is going to be combined Otis Mush.
Oh, you know, you can get yourself another one. And have a little bit of fun while you're here. I mean, you know.
Oh, Ruma's been trying.
I also tried this to give me drinks, walking around here with my own 2 legs. What kind of resort?
It's a foreign heard luxury, and this is like nothing like luxury.
Luxury?
It's like luxury for who?
Yeah. Pretty sure I saw you
the thing
chewing
is,
your own food.
I feel like Prince Safran would have let all of that slide. It was the point where he was like, "This is my name," and they're like, "Oh, we've never heard of you, Mr. Safarin."
Yeah.
And that was the point where he's like, "Nope, no,
Completely
this I cannot oblige."
Well, the lady said my status doesn't mean anything, and that is very frustrating to hear. I mean, I didn't pull out my thing because I do have like my papers of nobility. Yeah, I do have them. I shouldn't have to use them.
Why can't
The
I just
rumor
tell
unit-
random strangers I'm a prince and have them believe me?
Why wouldn't they?
Why wouldn't they?
Exactly. Why wouldn't they?
I mean, you want dressed like a prince.
Thank
So,
you.
Rumor, are you gonna take
Well, I
a,
mean,
take
you
a
have
ride
the
on the
Hawaiian
dam of
shirt
the
on.
sea?
You know what? Maybe it's that.
What's the Hawaiian shirt? I just think they're another tourist.
Sure.
All right. So, Rumor, you walk up to the manatee, the mechanical manatee. There's a little like box that has you insert a single copper coin, and then you'll get on it, and it'll begin to move around.
All right, I will do so.
Yeah, it's time to ride the manatee.
I'd like to remind you that Ruma is 425.
He's
It's gonna
probably
struggle.
as much as the manatee. Oh my god.
It's gonna struggle. All right, Ruma. So you put the coin in. It kind of raises a little bit. It struggles to raise, but it does raise, and it begins to kind of rock you forward like one of those like sandy ponies at Meijer. That's a grocery store for people who are watching this and don't know what that is.
1 penny to
Yeah.
ride the Sandy Pony.
Yeah.
And it begins to rock before it begins to violently shake you all around like this. So I'm gonna need a strength Constitution saving throw.
Strength
and
test?
Like, strength con
Or
save.
Strength saving
It's a
throw.
different
Apology.
type of
Strength con.
saving
As opposed to a
Apology.
Dex con, there's Dex
Yep.
con, there's Wiz con, there's
Yeah, there's
Charisma
yeah, they're all
con.
Con.
Constitution saving
There's
throws.
Comic Con.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's
Yep.
Comic
I
saving
I got a
throws.
28.
Oh, jeez.
Ruma, you hold on to the manatee as it just begins to shake and
The
rock
big
you
boy.
around.
With just his thighs. He doesn't even have his hands on it. He's just riding it with
Yeah,
just
just
his
his
thighs.
thighs.
He's holding a pina colada, still drinking it gently as it
You hear there's a few people in there. It's not super busy because it's not crazy late, but they're like cheering as you're just
There's a
hanging on,
whirring
Ruma,
sound.
with your beer in one hand.
Smoke
Just
is
taking a
coming out
sip.
of it. It's just so heavy. You can't.
It's groaning.
Finally, the manatee just stops and it lowers, and you successfully did not get bucked off the manatee. And Kale slaps the table, and goes, "Now that is the first man I've ever seen rob that dom and not get kicked off before."
You see two large indents on the side of the manatee where Ruma's
From his
legs are
leg.
holding on.
I like the idea that Ruma didn't actually. His feet never left the ground.
He's just standing there. He's so tall.
He's just standing on it.
He's just moving around underneath.
Per the agreement, everybody in the bar gets a free drink for riding the manatee. Because you rode the manatee.
I'll give my free drink to Ruma.
Ruma's like 12 drinks deep in
Yeah,
it.
give me another con save there, Ruma. A con save this time
Ruma.
specifically.
Yeah,
24.
Oh,
Still
chug,
sober.
Chug.
He's eating a whole menu and 12 drinks.
Yeah, you might be feeling a little upset to your tummy at this point, unless you have a real gut of steel. You guys still got one more restaurant to go to as well.
Yeah, we still got
What
like
time is it? No, it's 9 o'clock. Look at that. Look at the time. It's already 9
No,
o'clock.
it's 7. You still have 2 hours to kill.
there was also the thing at the beach, right?
There's the Four Seagulls, the hotel.
No, like what was on the? Was it just like a normal? Like,
Oh, it's
kiosk
like a beach house that's part of the
Okay.
hotel.
thing? No pirate excursions. They're not gonna take us on a like rowboat and have some actor with like a fake
have
gun.
an app.
That's
Let's
true,
just
actually.
add another thing to the list of the reasons why I'm going to kill Otis on sight. We're not even going to get a word out of him. Just going to
It's the
freaking shoot him right
adventures
between
of-
the eyes.
We can go on the adventures of Azrael White, where you get to just drive a little tiny bumper boat through a river.
Question. I realize this. We over the time of our traveling on the boat, I'm sure that you guys have at least attempted, because Prince of Farin's a little hard to communicate with. The like what exactly we're doing and why we need to talk to him again, because I'm kind of confused as a player. Does he know about the map, please? Does he have it? Like,
That's our only lead. Is that he's taken over this island. We knew that the map piece somehow resided somewhere in this area. Tetra sent us to here,
Yeah.
and then like he owns this island. So we gotta be the person with the most information. So I'm thinking, and this is just as player, a little bit metagamey, is we did hear from the waitress that he knows of somebody who helped him acquire this island or has like an inside pirate man. I'm thinking that's the person who may know about the map.
Got it. Okay, I was wondering like why we didn't just start looking for it around the island. Right. Cool.
We
We
don't
could
know
have,
where
but
to
like,
look,
we got
that's the
nowhere.
thing.
We have
Yeah.
no leads.
Yeah.
You know, we'd
that's
just be wandering, digging in random holes, hoping for something.
Digging for treasure.
We're basically doing that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least we can have some direction though if we talk to them.
All right. I guess we will waddle our ways over to the
Oh,
last
more
bar
restaurants.
for Ethan to torture me with.
It's not a bar. It is a full themed
restaurant.
restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh yes. This
One
is like
of the largest buildings here in town, probably third to the town hall or to the town hall and to the Four Seagulls Hotel, is the restaurant Azrael White's Buccaneer Brewhouse, a family dining experience, which hosts a tall bronze statue of its titular pirate standing tall and holding a flagon of ale. It 100% resembles Arthur.
How would they even get my likeness? Like that, I'm more confused.
You know, honestly, that's a good question.
I'm going to. How large is this bronze statue?
Yeah, huge. It's bigger than the boat fountain.
Sheesh. This thing's
I'm
like
going
two
to
people
stand.
big.
I'm gonna kind of like admire it for a minute because Arthur is an egotistical person, and he's going to turn around and have his back to the statue and pose in the exact same way to see if anybody like other than our group like walks by and sees the resemblance.
A family walks by and they're like, "Oh, look, they've got the character actors out."
I'm gonna growl at the child as the family walks by.
Oh, you hear that? You're a character actor. Now you work here.
Mommy, the pirate man growled at me. And the mom's just like, "They're so in character here, Susie."
Oh my god. All right. Well,
Oh.
there's whatever. Let's get in here before this turns into worse than what it is.
So on the inside of Azrael White's Buccaneer Brew House, a family dining experience, the entire restaurant has been themed to the legacy of Azrael White. Artifacts from his ship, the Alabaster Keep, are on display in glass cases. The wait staff are all dressed as pirates, a little more thematically less horny than wenches. A replica of the Alabaster Keep is set into the far wall, where you can dine on the deck if you so choose. The back wall over where the kitchen is, it says the galley, courtesy of Thomas Trick. A peppy young woman greets you at the hostess stand. Yes,
Ooh.
Prince of Arden.
Prince of Arden is going to, like, put a hand on Nat and be like, "Do you wish to leave?"
Yeah, I'm gonna sit outside for this one, if that's okay with everyone.
Well, that's fair.
Actually, I might go back to the bar with the manatee and try and throw up, if you know what I'm saying.
You know where we'll be if you need anything. You always
Oh,
can go jump back on the ship if you want to.
I'm gonna give you guys a half hour. I think. Yeah, I'll put a gold on that, a half hour. Are any of you betting people?
Yes.
I'll bet you 1 gold. You'll be with me in a half hour. And you just see your turn and just walk out of the restaurant.
Never agreed, but sure, that's fine. I'll still take the bet.
Arthur's just gonna kind of wander, like almost like in a haze. He's gonna wander past the hostess stand, walking to like the different replicas to see if like they actually did recover like pieces of his life.
They did. There are things like rum bottles, pistols, swords, daggers that all seem to be a little too familiar. Obviously, they're behind glass cases, Arthur, so you would need to inspect them more closely to determine, but they appear to have the wear and tear that one would expect from a real, genuine article and not some cheap, kitschy replica.
Yeah.
All in all, they probably have about 50 artifacts.
Gee, this place is a museum.
Yeah, Arthur's just gonna be wandering. Like he's not even gonna be like, oh, well, he might like there might be people like a full family like dining like next to one of the replicas, and he doesn't even care. He's just gonna like walk around like almost like glassy-eyed, looking at everything.
The hostess kind of looks at the rest of the 4 of you and says, "How many for your table?"
We should probably at least get Arthur a seat just in case he ever decides to sit down. So tallying up the people with us, 5.
Would you like to dine on or off the ship today? Land or sea?
Well, from what I understand, we're being comped, so I guess we'll take the ship.
All right. The waitress leads you over to the ship, and you are brought up right where the captain's wheel is, where there is a replica of the Alabaster's Keep wheel there, and you sit down at the table. The wheel is close enough that if you reach out, you can actually spin it, and you can watch it kind of turn as it's made to do that. You're given a menu complete with a list of kitschy drinks and menu items with titles such as like boat starts, land and sea, sunset finishers. And the food consists of burgers, pub kind of foods, but all with cute, fun little names, like the Azrael White mac and cheese, and the
Azrael White
Tasker-
cheddar mac and cheese.
and the
That's it. That's the move.
and the
It's gotta be a pun.
the Tasker powder fireball rum explosion. The Thomas Trick gourmet cheeseburger.
Yeah.
A cup of Kincaid coffee, all listed on the menu.
Well, definitely don't show Arthur the menu if he ever decides to sit with us.
Arthur, are you still wandering?
Yeah, you would have noticed after like a number of minutes, Arthur just turned tail and walked out of the restaurant. Just
Arthur, Arthur,
beeline
as you
out.
go to leave from the back kitchen, you notice a man step out dressed in pirate gear with a large latex head designed to look like yours and beginning to greet and dance around tables.
Oh, we gotta get us one of those costumes.
I'll kill him.
So funny.
I'm gonna
I
kill
like-
him.
I like the idea that Jamie isn't here because this would have been a different bunch of stuff. to
Oh,
say.
this would have been a whole different experience with him here.
No, Arthur will just leave. He's gonna leave.
All right, Arthur, you leave, and you actually see Nat just sitting there. She didn't even go to the bar. She's just sitting outside the restaurant looking up at it.
I'm going to is like this an alley on the left side of this building over here. Like, can I
Yes.
squeeze
Yep.
between the wall there? That Arthur's gonna make note that Nat is there, but he's gonna make himself to the make his way over to the side of the side of the building.
All right, you're on the side of the building.
I am going to begin like I'm gonna pull my hat over my face and scream as loud as I can and begin punching the wall over and over and over again.
You will take 1 point of bludgeoning damage from how hard you are punching the wall, but your screams are mildly muffled through your hat.
So we're just at this table.
Yeah, I'm
just
sitting at
sitting
this table right next to the captain's wheel. You can
You guys
spin
can
it.
see the dancing Arthur costume actor, like, you know, going to the table. He makes a balloon sword for a child and hands it to them.
You know, I know it's insensitive, but we really gotta get one of those costumes. It would be hilarious.
Ugh.
Yeah, we do.
I don't know how we're gonna
I would-
procure one, but we
I would
really
say-
gotta get ourselves one of those.
Prince of Farin kind of makes a look, and then all of a sudden, unless there's some sort of crazy latch instrument to keep that head on, the head is going to lift off of the person.
There is no latch, so is it another one of your like wind telekinesis kind of spells?
Nope. I've told Sebastian to give me the head of that guy. But he's
So all of a sudden, the invisible
invisible
bat
flying
has
monkey.
lifted the head off this guy and begins flying it over the table. You just see this poor, like, young man just, like, there, like... And you just see him, like, run to the back, and the table and the family just scream as they just got the costume actor beheaded. The head just is... You haven't put it on the table there, Prince
Yep.
C?
Yep.
All of a sudden, the head of Arthur just plops on the table. The latexy, soft head of Arthur White, or Azrael White, excuse me.
We don't have a bag of holding, do we?
We do. I think Arthur has it though.
Oh yeah, you guys do. I forgot we gave you that earlier.
Yeah, we have one. We like have not been using it very much though. We haven't really had a reason to.
We're about to stuff the wait staff at this restaurant into our bag of holding.
Well,
You,
you have
wait-
the head now. It belongs to you, as far as I'm
Oh.
concerned.
You know,
a wait person kind of walks up and goes, "Well, funny that. Wonder how that happened." And he goes to take the head. "Apologies about that, friends."
It moves away before it can
He gets the glass and he just flies away. I've seen some strange magics before, but you see the guy like trying to grab it as the head.
I'll just lean over and whisper to Prince Zafar, and I don't suppose you can have. I'm assuming it's Sebastian. I don't suppose you can have him go take it to the ship. It'd be a little bit easier to keep on hand rather than them trying to take it.
Arthur is not aware of this. I will kill you. I will work with Ethan to determine a way to murder your character.
I will have that happen. That sounds fun, actually. So Sebastian will just take it and fly out the door.
Yeah, all of a sudden the head, like a family like opens the door and the head just flies out the door. This waiter's like chasing after this. Come back!
My inner conscience is strangely telling me this might be a mistake. But it would
Alright.
be funny.
Jot it down, because they will lose where Sebastian goes. You have obtained a soft,
I have it.
a fabric
have it.
latex
Okay,
head
yeah.
of Arthur or Azrael White that can be worn by anyone, probably with the exception of Sentinel.
Aw. What kind of beak hole in it?
Well, no, yeah, you can probably figure it out. Yeah.
Probably, you could probably figure it
Yeah,
out.
I'm sure there's enough space in there.
Giant mascot head.
Yep, giant mascot head.
Perfect. I got it in my inventory.
I hope Arthur just sees this giant
It's
head of his
flying.
flying to the
Arthur is
ship.
probably screaming and busy,
Yes.
busy self-harming himself at this point.
He's doing his own thing, so this is going back to the ship.
Well, everyone else who's decided to dine, are you going to dine or no? Nope.
Can I roll for appetite?
It's gotta be a
You're fine,
disadvantage.
Hey, Ruma, you could eat.
All right, I'll eat. I'll have a few burgers.
You're gonna have some of the
The-
The
Tom,
burger named after the murdered
Thomas
father
Trick-
of the.
Thomas Trick Gourmet Cheeseburger. You're gonna have 3 of those.
Yep.
All right, with fries.
Of course.
And
There's
pina
also
coladas.
the little there's the little crew members menu, which is like the kids menu, and it's got like a coloring page, and it's
Or
like
Sentinel.
Arthur. It's like Arthur with like his sword, like in a pirate pose.
Have to connect the dots for the sword.
Yup.
Sentinel gets a thing. So he can.
You want a kids menu, Sentinel?
Yes, please.
You have a kids menu in Krantz. That's where the Azrael white cheddar mac and cheese is on.
Oh, that's like. That would be like. The freaking Jeffrey Dahmer, like.
I know. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like this is terrible.
Yes.
This is like
horrible.
The Zodiac Killer Rainforest Cafe is what this is. Like this is literally like the just.
Nazi Germany themed restaurant.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh,
fuck.
jeez.
Well, what I did was not equivalent to the Holocaust.
Right. I just
but
right. Just,
Poor taste. Poor
terrible
taste.
shit.
On the back of my menu is a little connect the dots that eventually when I connect all the dots, it's just Arthur's smiling face.
Yup.
He's just-
Yup.
Give it a big thumbs
I'm
up.
just taking the piss out of this. This is just so much fun.
Are you taking a piss?
She's taking the piss out of it. Well, you got
Alright,
it.
food has come. Those who wish
We
to
all
eat it.
just watched
Oh.
Ruma eat.
That's basically been what this is. Arthur being shocked by what he's seen and Ruma just eating regardless. And with that, with the end of your meal, it is now 8:45.
To be fair, Ruma was on a boat rationing for like how long?
Like 2 weeks.
Like 2 weeks.
Wow.
Little
two,
over.
2.5 weeks.
Yeah, so he's overdue.
That's how eating works.
So if they do emerge from the restaurant, they will find Arthur out front with Nat. On the side of the restaurant, carved into either the stone or the wood, whatever is on the siding of it, are the names Willie Kincaid, Thomas Linkton, Drock, Ricky Tasker, Aisha Rose, and Thomas Trick. And it's not like tiny carving. Like I literally took a dagger and like bolted them into the side of the restaurant.
Ah, someone was having fun out here.
By the way, Sebastian's back. By the way.
Good job, Sebastian.
I'm going to stab Darby in the face.
Oh, God damn.
So I guess it was, were we told that we'd be having our meeting at the executive office?
Yep.
Okay. So I will. I guess I
So
will,
heading over.
as a dead, shambling corpse, wander over to the executive office.
All right, you guys make your way to the town hall, and it is more or less at that point 9 o'clock. And as you enter a pretty dead building, they would have closed at 9, so most of it's emptied out. But as they see you enter, Mark and Jem are waiting for you, and you can see just the fake plastered-on smile.
Is Mark in a brace, like a neck brace?
He's got definite marks on his neck. There is a pretty large security detail
Yeah.
here, though. Given
Sure.
Ruma assaults the guy in Prince of Far and damages their sign and statue a little bit.
I did destroy their sign.
You did destroy
Which
the sign.
was destroyed.
Oh, we're so happy to see you that you've arrived, friends.
Oh,
Sure
it's
you
our
are.
meeting time.
Where's Otis?
Mr. Mush is up in his executive suite if you'd like to follow us.
Lead the way.
So, Mark leads you behind the counters through a door, through a series of hallways, up a few stairs. Everything about this building feels 100% opposite of what you've seen out there. Everything has been bright colors and like themed fun, the kitschy tourist garbage. This is very sterile and corporate and white, and everything is like meticulously designed to be as clean and simple as possible. When you arrive at the office of Otis Mush, you are struck with this modern sensibility. Sleek dark brown cabinets and sanitary grays form the color palette. A fully stocked bar is set into the far wall, while an oversized executive desk overlooks the town and the bay. Affixed to the far wall is a portrait of Otis Mush himself, shaking hands with the former Pontiff Rulish, and leaned back in his chair is Otis himself. A beautiful young woman is skillfully giving the CEO of this operation a shave. Mr. Mush, Mr. White has arrived with Prince Zafarin. They wish to see you. They're your 9 o'clock for the day. Yeah. Bring him in, man. Bring him in. What's up, guys?
Oh no.
Fucking love this place or what?
What?
Arthur's going
What?
to stride up to the desk and very calmly speak to him and say,
He's actually not at his desk. He's actually in a chair to the side getting a
Okay.
shave right now.
all right, then he will walk.
Okay, to describe it, he has no shirt on, just a towel over his chest, and he's being shaved right now.
I will give him some distance, but I will walk to where he can like awkwardly see me, because if he's leaning back, he can still kind of like see me. But I will walk to where he can more readily see me, and I will say, "You have made a sham of the greatest failure of my life. Excuse me. You've made a sham of the greatest failure of my life, and you expect me to feel welcome here, to be excited about this resort? Give me half of a reason not to gut you here in front of this lady who's shaving you."
Whoa. Let's hold the phone for a second there. Sham is an incredibly strong word that has a very negative connotation.
That's
Here-
intentional.
We like to call it opportunity. Willow, you almost done here? It's gonna be some business speak. I got some business that I need to do. You kind of see the girl just finish up, wipe his face off. Otis checks his face. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's close. It's like when my mom shipped me out. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Go on. Get out of here. That's Willow. She's my assistant. She's fucking dumb as a bag of rocks, but if you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. And he goes for a high five, Arthur.
I will not high five him.
All right. High five him.
And I will hold on. I will reach down for the hilt of my scimitar as well. I won't unsheath it, but I will reach down for it.
Resting on it.
Hey, friend. We're here to talk. I heard there were some problems today. Sign got broke. Fountain got a little messed up. I mean, all that gets repaired. But you're Azriel White. Like the actual pirate. You're not fucking with me right now, are you?
What would I get out of screwing with you about who I am?
I don't know. People fuck with people all the time, man. Okay.
That
I
is a
believe
fair
you.
point.
I mean, you look like him. A little grayer than I expected you to be, but you look like him.
It tends to come with age.
Again, you are rapidly running out of time. I will gladly end your life for all of the transgressions you have on this island. I will blow this town up just like I did over in Igrith and not blink a second over it. Trust me.
What crimes have I committed, man? It's a name and a likeness.
You are you are holding up the name of somebody who's committed atrocities. You're making a joke of people's lives.
Who's dead or was allegedly dead. Who gives a shit? Think about it for a second there, Mr. Azrael. You did all this terrible, terrible stuff in your life. Here's the thing. What do people in Elyssia want right now? Family, fun, entertainment. They want a name. They want a brand, man. They want to think about someone that's like a hero. And that's you right now. All these fucking people coming in, spending money for you, man. For you. Don't be hating me for that. I played the game and I won. I just have to have the right people. You can't be pissed about that. Look, what would you rather people think about you? That you're some crusty, disgusting, nasty old pirate that murdered a bunch of people? Or would you rather be the pirate? The one that everyone thinks about. The brave, the impressive Azrael White. The dread pirate. You know, we just clean up some of the bullshit. And, you know, the whole, like, bombing this and killing these people. Let me tell you. Piracy is all the rage right now. The adventure, the swashbuckling, the wenches, the buried treasure. Just gonna scrub out the rape and the murder and the bloodshed, the key hauling, all the things that don't approve with the focus groups anymore. Those come out. And then you've got family fun entertainment.
To answer your first question, what I want is the truth. I am not a hero. I'm not to be remembered as a dread pirate. I was not courageous or smart or brilliant. I was paranoid, evil, destitute. It is not something to be remembered, to be celebrated, to vacation on. This is a joke, and there's a need greater than any of that. It is the only reason why I am not ending your life here and now.
That's a great question, I guess. You are here, and I assume it's not just to complain to me about this, you know, empire that I'm building. So what are we here for? I mean, if you just wanted to, like, meet me, I mean, fuck yeah, dude. You're like my hero. And when I mean you're my hero, I mean you're the one that makes me a shit ton of money.
You acquired this island.
I did.
This island wasn't owned by anybody when I was around here. It's owned by pirates. Who are you working with?
Me.
No.
I am the CEO, the founder of Moonlight Company.
Congratulations. From who?
I don't know, the guy who owned the nasty-ass tavern down by the docks. The guy who was collecting the money when people, you know, docked and, you know, the wenches, all the people who owned houses just went in, gave them a little bit of gold, shoot them on their way. Ones that didn't want to leave, they went to Nuttin Town. Happy as can be.
What?
Insight check.
Go ahead.
If I can do one.
Yeah,
Do I believe him? Because we heard earlier that he was working with somebody.
Yeah.
So I want to know if I believe him. No, that's a 5, so I guess I do.
To clarify, in case the tone was wrong, when they say he's working with someone, he's not working for someone. Someone is working for him.
Okay, fair enough. All right then.
Hold that thought for 1 second here. I have a very strict rule. If I sit for a half hour, I have to do 30 pull-ups. Gotta keep these arms, you know, like working and strong. Can't be getting any restless leg syndrome. You see him just go to a bar and just start doing pull-ups. Just locks eyes with you, Ruma, and just stares you dead on down while he's doing pull-ups.
Well, before I lose my patience,
What?
do you happen to know anything about a rumored valuable on this island? A certain piece of a puzzle?
A certain piece of a puzzle.
That existed here. Supposedly, and I will tell him the riddle, but I don't know if I remember it correctly, so let me check my notes. Sorry, it is like dropped to the bottom of the sea by something like that. What was it? Frozen West. One given to a sailor who entombed it in the sea.
You're talking about like some piratey mumbo jumbo here, buddy. Like, fuck off. I know. I'm a businessman. I don't pay attention to that shit. But
Pay attention
like
enough to run a whole business on it.
because I like you, you should probably go talk to my confidant over in Nutton Town. He probably fucking knows something or knows someone who knows something.
Nutton Town. That's not just a sarcastic joke. You're saying there's
Oh,
actually
hell
a town
no.
called
To
Nutton
the
Town.
south of us, that's where we put all those fucking nasty ass bill swilging pirates that, you know, didn't want to shove on out when it was time. You know, didn't realize their time is done kind of thing. So, we relocated them.
I like you less
Probably.
by the second, Otis.
I think we all do.
Don't worry, you'll grow to love me soon enough. You probably like the guy, his name's Risky Tasker. Excuse me, Ricky Tasker.
Arthur's gonna freeze for a moment.
That is
Ricky Tasker? What is Ricky's? Just so I can pull him out of a crowd in case we're running into Nutton Town's kind of more populated. What does Ricky look like?
Little hobbling, burn marks all over his hands from cannons. Yeah. Kind of got a bit of a limp. I don't know. He said he got shot in the foot. I didn't pay attention to his shit. No one cares about a pirate monkey. They care about the cat. That's who they care about.
And you're saying he's in Nutton Town?
He's in Nutton Town. And here's the thing, Azrael. He told me all this shit. Well, I mean, he told me some of it. We embellished it to this really cool, you know, resort. But great.
It's not great. It sucks. But I guess that's all we need from you then, Otis. If you ever see me again, just know that it's your time and make sure to settle your affairs because I'm going to kill you.
Well, let me give you a parting gift real quick, Azrael, because I know you're going to love this one. Pulls out, sets on his desk, a stuffed Azrael White, little pull string in the back. This right here is our Azrael Buddy. So everyone can take home a piece of the pirate captain. He comes with 10 focus and parent group approved pirate raises.
He's handing this to me?
He gives it to you.
Okay, I'll take it.
Would you like to pull the drawstring?
Not right now, I won't.
Okay.
I'll hold on to it.
Okay, you have a stuffed, you may add to your inventory, you have a stuffed Azrael White with a pull string.
Yeah. That's going to come in handy.
It was with 10 pirate phrases. Like,
How
shiver
big?
me
How tall?
timbers.
How tall is this stuffed animal?
Oh, yay, big.
Oh, perfect. About the size of a stick of dynamite.
Let us see it. Let us see it.
Alright.
That's real.
Is this meeting done? Because, I gotta go
Yeah,
take Willow out for a couple drinks.
Yeah, go back to
No,
your
Well,
redundant neck shave. We wouldn't want your beard to grow back.
Baby smooth! That's how they like it.
I will well, unless the crew wants to say anything else to this Joker, I am going to turn around and walk out.
Thank you for the comped food and drink.
Welcome. Hope you liked it. It's about C+ quality.
That's being quite generous.
Oh, come on. It's
So
free.
what is this? What is this room shaped like exactly?
It's a
Giant
square.
yeah.
Big
And it's
window in the back that overlooks the town and the bay.
A
It's a
big,
square.
a big white
Think-
square.
Think like big business villain from like any generic
Yeah,
superhero.
Eddie movie.
Like that. That's great. That's super great.
It's gonna take a tumble out the window.
Oh.
How high up are we? Is it only like 2-3 floors?
Yeah, it's not super big. You're probably 3 floors up.
That's still
Oh.
technically fall damage eligible.
It is. What, 30 feet probably?
Yeah, 30 feet, so it's like 20 feet of
3
damage.
six.
Because the first 10 is always free.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. I'm guessing there's a big desk.
Yes.
How much does the desk weigh?
No.
If he wants to telekinesis it is light enough, he can do that.
Well, no, it wouldn't be
I-
that. But
oh,
yes.
okay. I figured you were thinking it, though.
No,
It is the obvious thing to just throw the desk out the window.
yeah. I think we'll be okay. I know that Arthur wants to do stuff later.
Oh, this guy's
I-
gonna die.
so,
He's on a list.
no, we're good. We're good. I'll just Prince of Farid is trying to swallow the indignity of not being with not being responded to at all. The commoner didn't stand when he came in the room because it's disrespect of me is more than just
He is so angry.
it's cold. It's just this cold that's like around this area.
Start to see little like ice crystals form like at his feet.
I'm not gonna say. I won't gonna say anything.
Well, other than just stating that profiteering off of others' existences is just kind of ridiculous. I don't think I have anything else to say.
Anything else from Sentinel or Ruma?
Nope.
On our way out, is Willow walking back in?
Yes.
Before, like as I leave the room, if she's coming forward, I will just turn to her and say, if you're looking to make an exorbitant amount of coin, the armored badger, and then I'm just gonna keep walking.
Before you do leave, as you pass Willow and say this to her, Otis does call back out to you. Real quick, Azrael. One quick little thing I probably should mention.
And we'll stop.
Gonna be around the area on the high seas, stuff like that.
Sure.
Watch out for black sails. That's my guy. Kind of like fucks up pirates who just don't want to fuck off. Don't really want any confusion there, so just, don't be a dick kind of thing.
I'll try my best.
You might like it. It's your old ship.
Well, we've heard. I believe we've heard, right? Weren't we told from?
No, I did not know. I just know it was a ghost ship that rises from the.
I wasn't sure if I didn't remember correctly.
I was thinking it might be, but I didn't say anything.
I misremembered that from the dude on the broken ship. I thought he said it was I thought he specified the ship.
Being in the brew house too, the themed restaurant, they had a replica of that you guys ate on of the Alabaster Keep. The only way they'd have a replica of a ship that exploded would be if they had it.
Covered it, yeah.
So, yeah.
Or at least knew how it knew the blueprints or whatever to some degree and found those.
So Arthur will we'll just keep walking because when Otis called to him, he stopped. I didn't turn around and look at him. I just kind of stopped. I froze. I listened to what he said. Stood there for a few minutes and then or a few seconds and then just kept walking.
All right, you guys head out from the town hall then.
As we're leaving, is there anything currently lit on fire, like a fireplace or like torches for light or something?
Consider it's 9 o'clock. Some sconces and stuff have been lit.
Okay. As we walk out. Let me double check if I can do this. I will. Is this? Am I remembering the wrong spell? I might be remembering. No, I am remembering the right spell. I will cast Prestidigitation to blow out a couple of the sconces.
Some of the sconces just blow up. You just see some of the workers like, gotta relight those.
And then,
just the pettiest stuff. I love it. All right. Well, if we're if it's too late to head over to we already forgot the name of the town. Nutton. I think we'd head back to the ship to sleep.
Yeah, we don't need to stay.
Don't want to check out the Four Seagulls?
Not currently, no.
Okay, so Prince of Farin, after we walk out, is going to go back around to the front of the building where like if you would go up And you'd see the giant big old windows, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. Yep, I am going to fly up there. So you see like wind kind of like start to swirl around his feet. You see Prince Safari like slowly start to raise up in the air in the direction of the windows. It's flying pretty much. How high is the window? You said 30 feet up?
Yeah, it's about 30 feet.
Yeah,
It's on the
third
third
floor.
story.
Mm-hmm.
So you Prince Farn, you've flown up, so you are equal to this window.
Yep, I'm gonna have to. I am wind walling it, so I'm destroying the entire window, sending it into the room.
All right, Prince Safari, you cast Wind Wall. A massive gust of wind just blasts out from your hand, and a huge wall shape, I guess you could say, just hits the window, shattering the glass inward, spreading shrapnel out like crazy. Yeah, you kind of see Otis and Willow like dive for cover as all this glass is like just going everywhere, exploding just inwards. You have no idea the state of these two people are in right now.
I will land in the room. I will see it. I mean, the wind wall is still going on, so it would all be blowing towards the wall. Are any of them there?
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, against the wall. I mean, it is a constant gust of wind.
Yeah, if there's a constant gust of wind, they would have been blown into the wall.
All right, I will move in the direction of wherever this Otis person is.
He's just in the room against the wall.
My name is Prince Zepharin, and when I am announced, you will stand, mortal.
How is the wind strong enough that Otis wouldn't be able to talk to you?
I mean, the spell says
Wind wall?
wind wall,
Yeah, wind
concentration, 50 feet long, 15 feet high, 1 foot thick. Shape the wall anytime I like, so it's gonna just be forward. I mean, he would take 3d8 bludgeoning damage on a failed save, half as much on a.
All right, I'll make a save
successful
for
one.
both of them real quick.
Yep.
Willow failed.
Ooh.
What's your save DC?
It's 14. It's not super hard.
All right, he got a so Otis himself got a 16. Willow got a 9. So if you want to give me damage on that.
Yes. Let's take a look here.
Fun tropical music as we potentially commit murder.
That's 16.
16. Otis barely doesn't go down. Willow, being a standard commoner, is. I don't actually think she's outright killed.
For 16, no, I believe it's 10 HP.
I think it's 10. I think they have 10 HP.
Yeah, I think there's 10 across the board for everything.
No, commoner is 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Willow is killed in the attack.
Dang. Rest in peace, Willow. Let me go to the kill count.
So Otis is all bloodied up. He's barely hanging on, barely conscious kind of thing. He's got literally 4 hit points left before he gets knocked unconscious. And he's just like... I don't even know what he would say at this point. He's just bloodied and beat up.
The indignities I have suffered since entering on this island is unacceptable.
What do you want, buddy?
I want you to come with me. I'm gonna take him by the shirt and fly backwards out of the office.
Okay. As you are doing this, obviously the sudden blast of wind has started to alert the guard. They are beginning to arrive. Not mobilized, not there yet, but they are beginning to make their way to the town square again. But you do have Otis in your grasp.
I'll go back down to the ground, and I'm
Okay.
gonna put him back in front of Arthur.
All right.
I apologize, Arthur. I have been very patient up until now.
Oh, this is not how I saw this going.
No, not at all.
So Prince, what do you want to do here?
He is not mine to punish. Though if he were, this would be one of the instances into which I spoke. But disrespect towards me is disrespect towards my father, and that I will not abide.
Well, Otis, seems like you pissed off the wrong people here.
Here's the funny thing about that, buddy, Azrael. Prince, you came to fucking me. I didn't do anything. Except make a buck. You came into my house. You broke my toys. Is that how you treat your, you know, when you come into someone's house there, old Princey boy, you come break their toys, beat the shit out of them, fucking do whatever you did up there, break my fountain, my sign. Is that how we playing here? How about it, Astriel?
Doesn't understand.
How about it? What's she gonna do? Gonna kill me here? What's it gonna do? I didn't fucking kill all your people. You did that. I'm just cleaning it up for you. If you kill me, what's it gonna change? Except piss off this entire island. Now, we're already probably gonna try and kill you anyways. Maybe add a little bit of a reward, a little higher of a reward for it. Add to that bounty of yours.
Arthur is going to summon all the strength he has to release the dagger he was holding, and he is going to unlethally punch Otis square in the face.
All right, I will say, despite him still probably having enough hit points to not go
a
unconscious,
punch would
he
just be
will go
one damage.
unconscious after you slug him and go down.
Arthur will silently thank the Jamie in his head who was screaming and turn around and leave Otis there in a pile of blood and walk back towards the ship.
There is a large company of guard at this point.
Certainly. Arthur will keep going, keep walking until they stop him. He's not going to run, but he will keep walking.
They've kind of surrounded the entire area, and they're sort of like that captain. What did I say his name was? It was like Cromley or whatever. He pops in. He's like, "All right, here on the island, we're very much about consumer friendliness. When you step over the line, as far as you did, don't just think I'm gonna let you out of here like this."
Rules are rules. This is a pirate island.
Technically, we'd be taking you guys to our island holding facility. Accompany me quietly, or we can do this the interesting way. All of you.
I think we've had enough interesting for the night. How about you, Prince?
My anger is sated for now. I will abide by this custom for my own amusement. Then I shall leave.
Looks like we're going the easy way.
Wonderful. Makes my paperwork a little bit easier, so I will thank you for that. Need you to turn in your weapons first.
I will.
Is that going to be easy or hard?
I will begin handing him every weapon on my person, which will be quite a process.
Yep, so Arthur, you begin taking off your weapons, and you kind of see Otis' bloodied face rise up from being punched. He's just got a huge black eye. There's just cuts all over his body, blood coming down from his mouth. Hey, calmly. Nah. Let them take their ship out of here. There'll be a better punishment for them out on the ocean. I'm sure, good old Azrael there got some friends needs to have a talking to. I should be punishing by, mortal means, right, Prince? We're getting all fucking voodoo-y on us here. Yeah, no. Let's do some punishment by the goddess, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Out on the high seas, the real pirate way, right, Arthur? Right, Azrael?
I'm just not gonna say. I'm just gonna look at him and not say anything to him.
Take them back to their ship and let them go. There'll be some fun for them out there. Just know if you try to set back foot in my resort town, I will have all of you blasted to fucking high heavens before your ship can even get 5 feet of my dock.
I like the scar. It's nice.
Suck my cock.
Yeah, you're becoming more and more of a pirate every day, huh?
I'm gonna wink at him, and I will turn around and let his guard lead us to our ship if that is where we're going.
That is where you are headed now. You are returned to the Armored Badger.
I will order the ship to up the anchor and begin sailing to where I believe. And I
Yep,
forgot the town's name again.
Nutton Town.
Nutton Town.
Not
Take you back to the Isle of Elos here.
Nutton
where-
Town.
Oh dang,
So,
that is a very fancy compass.
yep. So that is really fancy. So Nutton Town is still on the island of Tornaga, and it is this itty bitty little tiny shanty town down there.
We will navigate around this little island in the bay there and head on the way to Nutton Town.
All right, you guys begin sailing your way to Nutton Town, escorted out from the bay by the Moonlight Company's fleet.
Certainly.
Their few
Certainly.
ships that they have, and you make your way out to open waters and begin sailing your way counterclockwise around the island to get to Nutton Town, and that is where we will end tonight's session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My stomach hurts from all the shit that went on this session. I was laughing
Ooh,
so
man.
damn hard.
Yeah.
Wow.
The blood orange thing was still probably the funniest thing that happened in this
So-
episode.
I texted
I was
laughed
just
so
pure out
hard.
my ass too.
That was
Every-
so quick.
every character, every interaction, just because it was so dark, but so fucking funny.
There should be blood in here. We have blood orange.
Blood orange in there.
That was so fucking funny.
Oh my
God, so
gosh,
funny.
Ethan. What a trip, man.
Ethan
wow,
does
I
it
was not-
again.
This is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
What a sad thing to have walked around.
Dang, look
Yeah.
at that compass.
It's a good compass.
Very good compass.